going to start a new game, but in response, I'm going to tell my subject I'm going to start a new game. So I have 2 games on the stack. Let's go into the first game.
Right. Switch back and forth.
Okay, that game's over. Now we go into the second game because it was still my turn. Yeah. That's a game of attrition.
So, yeah, I still have that irritating shit out elves to make my elves really big and smack you and then gain a crap ton of life. Yeah, that deck will not get changed. It will not go away because that thing I have pissed off so many of the top 4 players playing that deck.
Obviously, like most of the cards are probably not legal now. But I was, for the longest time there, I was just playing EDH, and then after losing the Thorn, there was hardly a chance for me to play anymore. So I slowly went down and down and down, and I had these dedicated spaces in Magic that I just kind of lost all interest in the game now since I couldn't play. And then on top of that, like sets kept coming out, and I kept trying to keep up. And then since I wasn't playing, I lost more interest. And like it was a continual downward spiral. So like, why the fuck am I doing this?
Yeah, I kind of got annoyed with it when they got rid of the core sets.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
Like that was what after 11th they got rid of core sets, or did it make it up to 12th?
They did it up to 20. Then yeah, M20. I think M21, M22. It was around there that they stopped. 21 and 22.
Yeah, when they got rid of the core set boxes, I was like, oh man, those because you get the $40 box and that's where you get all the good stuff at. Yes.
When they got rid of the backpacks, yes, that's what pissed me off.
Like I'm glad I still have a lot of my boxes.
Yeah, I like getting the novels with them, so that was cool. When they took the books out, I was like, okay, that's kind of sketchy. And then they got rid of the fat packs altogether. I was like, fuck you guys.
Right, got rid of the D20 that always came with the fat pack, that always had the fat pack logo for the set that it was with. And then or the core set fat pack box, and then yeah, I miss all the dice for those, and yeah, all the fun times we have have slowly gone away.
Well, I mean, we've gotten older, priorities change. I got so fucking bored in my house that I started Final Fantasy 11 again because they're still fucking going. Did you know that?
On for PS2 or for PS4?
No, so PS2 they got rid of it, but I have it on my computer.
Damn, that thing is still running on PC.
It is, yeah.
That's crazy.
When I joined the link show and we're on Discord, and I was talking to a guy, his name's Trippy. He's like, I said, it was just a general conversation on Discord. And I said, what server did you guys all start out on? Someone's like, a lot of us were on Kate Sith, and Trippy is like, I was on Garuda. I was like, dude, I was on Garuda. I don't know if you remember the name Poopster. I remember the name Poopster.
I do.
Like shouting.
I do remember that.
I remember that name. But these guys have been playing on and off for like 20 fucking years, dude. 23 fucking years? Fuck.
That's crazy.
Right?
You should see if anybody remembers, if any of them remember Shanato.
The only one that would be Trippy, because he was on Garuda. But I'll load the name and see if he remembers.
Yeah, that's the. It's either Shinato or Snovixen were the only two that I had were mine. And I can't remember if I was on Garuda or if I was on Carby.
Oh, Carbuncle?
Yeah, I don't remember what I 100% don't remember what server I was on.
Were we able to party together, you and me?
Yeah, you were the Taru. You were always the little Taru Red Mage. Then he might remember me, but yeah, that was Jesus Christ. That's been forever.
I know. So there's like a lot of Windows upgrades you can download, which I haven't done because I think you can get booted for it. So there's a lot of Windows upgrades you can get that like smooth out the graphics and make everything like way better. some guys run multiple boxes, so they'll run an entire party by themselves.
That's crazy.
It is. It's crazy. When one guy's that kind of took me under his wing because it's an entirely different game. It's an entirely different game. Well, he took me under his wing. He's like, yeah, I think I'm getting out. So here's this piece of equipment, $40 million. Here's this fucking $40 million. And here's 45 million gil. I think I'm out, man. Like, holy fuck.
That's crazy. I swear some of I know for a fact some of the Red Mage AF gear was worth way more than that. I know there was a piece that shit was like 200 mil at the time.
Yeah, everything's different now, man. I'm like, oh, I have a set with tree cuttings, 10,000. Okay, for tree cuttings or whatever.
What? Jesus. Oh, man. Oh, that's good. That kind of makes it a little easier so you get all the inventory from everywhere all at once.
And then home point crystals are connected so you can teleport from home point to home point.
Really?
Yeah. For the cost of, I'd say it costs skill. But yeah, if you need to go from like Sandy to Nord, just go to your home point crystal in Sandy and teleport to the home point crystal in Nord. The airships are not used anymore, I think, except for the initial one to get to Nord or whatever.
Yeah, you need is the Selbina airship still going? The boat?
Yeah, they still go. And so there's quests that like, so if you do this quest fishing on the boat, 2,000 experience, and that's the other thing. The guy's like, what level's your this job at? He said scholar. I said my scholar is at like level 5. He's like, okay, meet me here. 10 minutes. I was level 65.
Jesus.
Like, holy fuck. So yeah, that should be good. Okay, switch to your white mage now. And have that as your sub job. Okay, this is how you play white mage now. Fuck, dude. So it's been entertaining, but I find myself like getting bored with it again, you know. But it's a good time kill.
I just really miss punching the sheep.
You can raise animals now.
What? Oh, that's messed up.
Oh, I must have lost you. Did you lose you?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, you get a mock garden, and once you like level it up a few times, you get the ability to raise an animal.
Chocobos.
There you are.
I think you keep losing. I think your signal's going out over there.
It probably is.
Because I haven't moved. I'm still sitting in the same spot.
Fucking weird. But yeah, anyway, so that's what I got back into. I got sick of Fortnite for a while.
Never played it. Didn't touch it. Never wanted to.
Good for you. Like, I didn't want to play it, and then my brother and I, like, you should play. And like, okay, so I slowly started playing, and everyone's like, hey, you're actually really, like, my nephew Maverick, he's like, you've never played this before? You're really good.
Yeah, it's Call of Duty meets freaking Fallout meets Minecraft. That's what that game is.
So I don't like the building aspect. There's no build parts. So it's more like GoldenEye. So like I've been playing first-person shooters since the Nintendo 64. Like this is not anything new. But
Yeah.
thanks, Maverick. I really appreciate it.
He's probably like, what's an N64?
I brought my PlayStation 2 over so they could play Guitar Hero.
Oh, geez. Do you actually still have working controllers for that?
No, so I had two, but I left them at Kelly's house. The kids found them, and I think they ruined my corded one. And I can't find my cordless one. I have no idea where that's at.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I saw the boxes for them, but JJ had a corded Guitar Hero for the PlayStation
Nice. I'll have you know I still have my Wavebirds. The wireless ones for the Cube. Yeah. Yeah, the Wavebirds, those were other. You just put the little dongle in the thing, and then you had like the 4 batteries in the controller. Yeah, I still have all mine. Those things are still worth a freaking arm and a leg.
GameCube has gone up because they're not really reprinting the games, and they're not obviously not building the station anymore. I think you can emulate the games at places, but I think the GameCube games have gone up quite a bit. Like the Zelda game, I think is the Pokemon game, Coliseum. If you got
Yeah, I still have mine.
did you get the Jirachi pack?
I believe so. Yes.
So that was just like a single disc where you plug it in and you can get Jirachi, right?
Yeah.
I think that was worth like $400 last time I checked. That was I think it was like a couple of years ago. But just that single thing where you can get Jirachi was like $400.
Holy shit! I'm about to crap myself.
Right?
No. eBay. Nintendo GameCube Wavebird wireless controller, $599.
$500?
$599.
Holy fuck.
Let's see, unbranded 1619 to 38, but that's on eBay for different things. But God, yeah, these things are freaking expensive.
Is that used and not new?
These are, looks like they're used. But also depends on the color. But I told you, man, those things are ridiculous.
Yeah, people are loving the GameCube right now. I don't know why, but hell yeah.
I could freaking sell all my GameCube stuff and buy a house.
I don't know. You spend a lot of money to buy a tiny house for your parents, and you take over that one.
No, I'm trying to save up so I can actually buy property.
That's good, man. Good.
And then I can garden even more.
I'm still kicking myself out buying that. What was it, 20 acres in Taos?
Ooh.
I think it got parceled off.
Ouch.
I think it was 20 acres for like $30,000 in Taos.
Ooh, yeah, I would have tried to snag that.
Yeah, but I think it went pretty quick.
Problem is you have to have a lot of money to throw down all at once for that.
I still don't want to live in New Mexico.
I don't either, but I'm having fun growing things down here. I'm doing pretty good considering.
Awesome, dude, you have no idea how proud of you I am about that. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I got you even one better. I'm actually growing citrus down here.
No fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
I have.
Stone fruit's easy, like peaches and.
Oh yeah, most of that stuff grows no problem down here. Citrus is a problem because we get too cold.
Too cold, too dry, right? You need a lot of water.
Kind of sort of like tropical climate, kind of like what we'd get for like California, but yeah, they just don't like anything below like 40 degrees. But that's why I have a greenhouse and a heater.
That's awesome.
I've gotten lemons. I've got. I have to go buy another lime tree because the ants killed mine. Pissed me off. I have Mexican limes, which are little tiny ones. They're roughly about the size of like a medium large bouncy ball. And then I have orange tree.
Oh, okay,
No,
nice.
they're kind of like key limes. I had a key lime, that one died. I couldn't find another one. I've noticed a pattern when it comes to the citrus. It's like they put them out every other year, so I gotta wait 2 years. So hopefully I can get some citrus plants this year.
And you can't buy like a key lime from the store. Grow from a seed.
That's a lot of those probably, but it would take time. I mean, a long time. I've got seeds from my Mexican limes that took me, God, it's been 3 or 4 months now, and they're only like 3 inches tall. But I was also trying to grow them in the wintertime, so.
Yeah. I mean, luckily it's been a mild winter this winter, so.
That it has been.
Unless you're in Florida and we're getting all the snow. Fuck.
Yeah, that one threw me off. Florida getting snow. Yeah. It is what it is. You know what? It's the only thing you can do to keep going and survive, right? Just do what you got to do day by day and hope that the next day actually arrives. So yeah, if you ever feel like coming down this way, I'm usually off on Wednesdays and Thursdays, but I know those are your work days, and I know usually on your days off you kind of want to just chill at the house, usually just relax. You've been at work all day long.
Yeah, Friday to Sunday is my days off.
So yeah, we'll have to figure out a workaround and see if we can't meet up someday, halfway, half between, halfway or whatnot, or you come down here and I can show you off the garden and give you some free vegetables and herbs and whatnot. Also grow on hot peppers too.
Nice. Do you grow enough to sustain you for a while?
Not really. This is only my 4th year into doing it. I'm getting better and better each year. So it'll probably take me another couple of years till I can figure out, what exactly I need to grow specifically to get a massive boost of like certain things. But I did really good this year on beans, a whole container full of beans.
I was gonna say, do you do the trio beans, something in corn? What is it? Beans?
Corn, beans, and squash.
Yeah, corn, beans, and squash.
The Three Sisters, I've done that one. Did fairly well the first time I did it, but my corn didn't go very well because I only had one row of corn. So yeah, I've tried other methods, tried growing it in different other locations, but I'll get to a point where I can figure it out the right way.
When I was with Helene, we tried that one year, and like all the bugs got into the corn. It was awful.
Yeah, the corn you got to start first, then you do the beans, and then you do the squash.
Yeah, but like they all flew. Like we went to peel one of the corn, and there were so many bugs like inside it. It was pretty gross, actually. Yeah.
Ew.
It's weird, but okay. So and then she didn't want to do it ever again. So I was like, okay, whatever. And then we broke up eventually. So which was needed because that's bad. Anyway.
All right. So hey, just to let you know, I'm going to be starting a live here once we get off of this. Technically, I've already got it going, but if you feel like joining me on my live stream on my channel, go for it. I'll be talking about gardening, but yeah, I usually go live every Saturday around this time.
Okay. How long are your streams usually?
Depends on how bored I get. Sometimes 3 hours, sometimes 5. My longest one was like 7.5 hours. I got bored. I was really bored. I also didn't have to go to work the next day.
Alrighty, man. Good luck, bud.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, thanks, man. It was good talking to you. We need to talk more often. All right, I'll catch you later, man. Have a good one. All right, bye. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, folks. My best friend called me. I haven't talked to him in like over a year. And you know what? The sad part is you guys heard half this conversation. I do apologize because I forgot to mute my microphone. Yes, that would be Sean's brother. I'm going to go put my food back in the fridge. Give me a second. Well, not dead, but yeah. Oh, I forgot my beverage. Shit. I just got off the phone with him. No, they didn't destroy the water pump? No. Well, that's good. Oh, it seems my brother and my sister and my brother-in-law have water where they're at. Apparently, they had a massive snowstorm in Illinois. Or, well, a decent snowstorm while our parents were out there. So, sorry about that. And I do apologize, folks, that you had to hear me for the last 30 minutes flapping my gums. I did not realize I did not have my mute button on. So, I am very, very sorry for that. I was trying to eat some more food before the live started, and I was not expecting my buddy to want to talk to me on the phone, which I'm not opposed to. just not a big phone conversationalist, but yeah, so that was a 40-minute conversation, or I apologize, or a 45-minute conversation. So I'm sorry that you guys had to hear some of that, or at least my half of that. And my glass is really dirty, and I don't care. So anyways, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, cats and dogs and horses and goats and pigs and frogs and chickens and weasels. Why, camera? The minute I start getting my liquor, you want to be a turd. So, let's get going in here. So, good evening, Cecilia. Thank you for joining us. Grace, good to see you. Again, thanks for joining us. Dan, pleasure to see you as well. Thanks for joining me. And there's Jason. Good to see you, Jason. Good evening, Molly. I don't know where Colin's at, but he also said that he wasn't probably going to be here due to having to deal with family issues, so we may or may not see him tonight. Good evening, Molly. Yes, I understand you can't see with your eyes closed, but, you know, if you open them, you can see. This thing is pissing me off. It wants to be fuzzy. And good evening, Metal. How you doing, brother? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope all is well. And back to reality. Oops, there goes gravity. I'm going to pour myself a beverage. And I don't know how many people, I don't know if anybody know yesterday, but yeah, Jesse was an alcoholic last night. On his live stream, he did an impromptu mixed drink live for his other channel. And yeah, I think 2 hours in, he was like 6 drinks in, like 6 mixed drinks in, heavy mixed drinks. So poor guy probably was feeling it this morning. Get my stir on. Oop. Licking my countertop. So I did invite my friend. I said that I do lives usually around this time every Saturday, and he's more than welcome to join me in here. And my sinuses are going to be really stupid. This is going to be great. They were doing just fine until like literally 2 minutes ago. I hate this. And I was trying to eat a sandwich, burger sandwich, because it's cheap. I find it cheaper to buy a whole bunch of buns, hamburger buns, and just make sandwiches out of that. Who's buzzing me? Who's buzzing me? Jason sending me porn videos. Just kidding. Just kidding. Probably sending me another one. Hey, we only got the 4-packs down here. What the heck? Not kosher, bro. I know I'm live. I went live so I could type in the thing so I could tell people that I was going to be late. Because I never used my community chat tab thingy. Hey, nothing wrong with ground green tomatoes. You just take them off the vine and eventually they turn red. So yeah, I lost a little bit of my time frame here, but that's okay because, you know, we always go long on these lives anyways. Right? That's kind of, I have the honey turkey, and then a slice of Monterey Jack cheese, mayonnaise, and mustard. And that's what I'm grubbing on. Yeah, my first sip of the night. I did eat before I started this. Typical go-to because it's super easy. I also got home late from work due to a coworker not showing up, so I was stuck there. Then I had to go shopping for food and went and bought food, and yeah. So here I am, ready to go, ready to grow. Hope everyone is ready to go and grow with me. Ooh, I also have, where did it go? Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Right here. This got picked up for me. Mother Earth News, like a farm magazine. So I got nifty stuff in here for basically like homesteading and all of that stuff. I guess seed saving. Haven't had a chance to look through it because I've been busy since I got home. But yeah, there's all kinds of nifty stuff in here. I will have to go through this and... Oh, they actually have incubators for eggies. Ooh, neat. Bring quality products. Chick huts. Yeah, I can make that. Yeah, so I got a little farm and garden magazine. It'll be kind of interesting to see what the... See, there's your... Plan your seed saving garden. Oops, let me get my hand out of the way so y'all can read the rest of that. Sorry, the glare. Grow native pawpaws. Yeah, those things grow everywhere down here. I have no worries about growing native. Those ones, they pretty much grow on cactuses all over the place. So that's kind of neat. Anyways, so how is everybody today? Don't know if anybody noticed, but I have finally cleaned up. I no longer look homeless. I am feeling good. Everything in the greenhouse is growing. Yeah, I'm almost tempted to just see if I can get a subscription to that magazine and just have that sent to my house. Learn all kinds of nifty stuff in it. Woof. So yeah, someone's having fun with fireworks outside. So let's see. Good news in the greenhouse. Have not lost any more of the little citrus sprouts, so I still have 6 of those since the last video. The tree cuttings that I took off my apple trees in the back are starting to grow leaves, which is a good sign. So I am hoping that as long as I keep the ground moist, not saturated, but wet enough, that during the full sprouting of the leaves, it'll start setting out roots. If I can get the thing to go for a season, I might actually have 3 trees that I can, or 3 cloned trees, which will be good. I'd have to figure out where to put them. But yeah, I'll have 3 more apple trees. My cherry trees, as you guys saw, I split in the video. Well, I didn't show you the splitting of them, but I did show you the aftermath of me retransplanting them. So I'm hoping they don't have transplant shock. I'm hoping that I planted them with enough time that they were still dormant and they're not going to lose too much energy trying to produce new roots. But each one that I cut off, when I separated it from the main root, which is whatever they had grafted the original stock on, which unfortunately the original grafted stock died. So those side shoots came off of the root stock itself from that. So I just separated them. I clipped them where they kind of literally grew, like both of them grew up like this. Yeah, they shared a root ball, but it was the original root ball from whatever the Montmorency cherry that they grafted onto that rootstock. So the Montmorency cherry graft died. So I have whatever that rootstock is. It could be a Bing cherry. It could be just a regular cherry. It could be a sweet cherry. I have no idea what cherry it is at this point. I left the tag on one of them so that I know they're the cherry trees. But at this stage in life, at this point, I have no physical idea what variety of cherry tree it's going to be. But I have 2 of them now. I took the original rootstock and I replanted that in the container that it came out of, gave it some new dirt, put all that on there. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, toes crossed, legs crossed, arms crossed, and even eyes crossed, that this year it'll grow another stalk. And if it does, I'll have 3 randomly unknown cherry trees. it'll be interesting. But I'll have cherry trees. If my apple trees experiment goes well, I will have 5 apple trees, maybe 6. No, 5. 2 in the back. No, sorry, I will have 6 apple trees because I have one of them is a Honeycrisp. I have a Fuji apple. I have a red, and then my Golden Delicious. So I'll have 7 apple trees. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to apples. Yes, exactly. Time will tell. And hopefully, like I said, fingers crossed and luck on my side that it happens. So give me a second. I'm going to stuff the sandwich in my face before it gets too dry. Nom, 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 nom. All right. Interesting. Wrong button. Maybe 1, maybe 2. We'll see. My time reset 4 days ago, or 5 days ago. I got nothing going tomorrow. It's gonna be dead at work anyway. Ooh, that went down wrong. Ugh. I'll try not to die on you guys. Well, that's why I'm having a sandwich. I've got many more sandwiches I can make. That's the whole reason why I bought these. Went and bought sandwich meat and a bunch of cheese, so I can make tons of sandwiches. And I have most of my sandwich mix stuff down here. I got mayonnaise and mustard down here. So I'm good to go on sandwiches. And I really don't know why. The minute I started this, my sinuses just decided to be turned on me. I don't know what it is. I also have more beef sticks, so I will share with you guys a beef stick. Everybody open your mouth. Aw, beef stick. So we are doing good today. Weather was nice and warm, although it was windy. But yeah, good weather today. I wish I was at home doing stuff, but nope, I was stuck at work. Looks like my high today was 62. Low's going to be 28, which ain't too bad. Still got a couple of lows this week in the freezing department, but yeah. Looks like it's going to start warming up over the next couple of days. We'll see what the quick 10-day forecast is. Nice. The early morning live stream or for Colin's live stream on Tuesday? Oh yeah, it's starting to warm up. Yeah, I got a couple more days of freezing. God damn it. I didn't even touch the screen, you turd. Yeah, I got a couple more freezing nights of freezing temperatures, and then it looks like it starts to warm back up again. It's funny, we get in the 60s and 70s during the day, but it keeps dropping to freezing temps at night. So I'm looking at freezing lows all the way till the 8th so far. But again, time will tell. We'll see what happens. Gotcha. Yeah, I might be doing the same thing this week, so you might be doing your greenhouse, Jason, and I might be doing mine next week. If weather permitting, I will be attempting to assemble mine if I have the motivation, or I might just do more garden prep. Because I need to work on rearranging some stuff around the property. One of them is a 6-foot container, which I got to drag over here, and I got to move 4 40-pound rocks. and then rebuild. So I know I showed you guys the new garden square that I have. I'm actually going to split that in two, maybe. But I do have to cut it to shape. I got to cut it to size. The boards that I made it out of have pretty much like 1.5-inch hole in there. Might be a 2-inch hole. No, it's I think 1 3/4 or 1.5. But basically, they're transport posts for hot tubs. I just keep collecting them because the guy that I get them from says anything that's outside the shop, go for it. So I've got like 40 or 50. I got like tons of these stupid posts. But I need to cut off behind where the drill hole is, because each one of those has a hole drilled into it. So I have to cut that off, which loses me about 8 to 10 inches on each board. So that means I'm going to have to squeeze all my dirt together and a little slightly higher. But I'll be working on trying to get that done. I might just do that next week. Just get up and do it. Go eat and just go out there and work and get it done. I don't have anything lined under it. No plastic, nothing. So it's just dirt on sand on dirt. So it'll just be a matter of adjusting the boards where I need them to. But one part of it, I'm kind of going to leave the way I have it set because I kind of like it with the pea gravel, the bricks that I have in there, like a little raised space, and then I just have my planters on top of that. Well, I also have a like 9mm plastic under it, so the stuff, so nothing grows under it or tries to grow into the planters. So that'll be nice. I rework on that. I might actually just make a frame, similar style frame for that. I got some extra excess boards I can use. Might even just use some of the 2x4s. I got a bunch of free 2x4s too the other day from that same place. Like 6 of them. They're about 6.5 to 7 feet long each. The same problem, got holes drilled in them, so I got to cut the holes, cut just past the hole, and I'll probably make a little frame, a little box frame for the gravel that I have. I still got more gravel too. I got to move the Jeep out of the way. But in order to move the Jeep out of the way, I have to move about 6 planters, which have all my blueberries. And then I have to move my bird feeder bath water thingy. I got to move that out of the way. And then I got to pull the Jeep back like 3 feet so I can finish getting that dirt leveled. So when I get that dirt leveled and all the rocks sorted and taken away, or got, sifted and whatnot, get all the junk material out of it. And then I can put the Jeep back. Then I'll have a nice clean space over there for working. Oh, my sinus is really pissing me off. I was literally doing fine until I decided to do the live. That is irritating. And it's not like I'm cold in here. It's like 65 degrees in my room, and I'm actually toasty. I don't know. I have no idea. I really don't, folks. I really don't. But yeah, still got a lot of work to do in the yard. I really do have this side higher than this side. I feel like I have to do a full hair reset. Just shave it all off and let it grow back again. And then redo it. I only notice it when I'm staring at my screen all day long. What the heck? No crow's feet. At least not extremely visible. So, aside from all my ramblings, how is everybody doing tonight? I have no idea who all is left in here. Well, it's showing 3 people watching. I'm assuming the 3 people watching are Jason, Grace, and Cecilia, and maybe Molly. I don't know who's all in here anymore. Oop, now I'm showing 4. I know I still got 3. And one of them's a long day. I hate Mondays. I really do. I am looking forward to doing work. I also ran out of planters. Hey, Blake is here. Good evening, Blake. How'd you get a 3rd-degree burn on one finger? Would you electrocute yourself? Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be the middle finger. Blake was probably trying to turn on his stove. Oop, he touched a hot wire. That's the only way. You did this, didn't you? You touched a hot. Blake said, Zzz. Phone, what are you doing? See, that's what happens, Blake, when you do not turn off the breaker. I have made that same mistake while I was 12 feet up in the air fixing a chandelier. As a non-maintenance guy, because apparently our maintenance crew was stupid and couldn't figure it out. So I said, screw it, I'll go up there and do it. Ooh. I'm going to see if blowing my nose helps. Be right back just a second. Thank you, Jason, for reminding me that I'm stupid. Like, how did he do? Like, what was he doing to get a screwdriver red hot, almost red hot, and then decided it was a good idea to hand it to you? Like, was he sitting there messing with, like, was he putting it in front of a blowtorch? What was he doing? And second off, did you smack the crap out of him? Because I would have been pissed. I would have hit him with a screwdriver. Like, that straight would have, me personally, if that was my kid, I would have smacked the crap out of him with the screwdriver. Or maybe thrown a chancla. Oh. But yeah, that would piss me off. And wait, who grabs a screwdriver like this? Like who grabs a screwdriver like that? Like seriously. That's usually you grab a screwdriver, it's like with all the fingers, or you grab it like a pencil. I don't know why, but you do. This live stream is not monetized, thankfully. And I'm about to do something. I just thought of this. I don't know why. This is terrible. I'm sorry, folks. I have here the classic meat stick and hamburger bun. We all know where this is going? Okay, good. That's as far as I'm going with that. I don't want to get flagged. I never watched that movie, and to be honest, I have no inclination to ever watch that movie because of the stuff that is in that movie. That is why I won't watch it. And it's not that that stuff offends me in any way, manner, shape, or form. I just did not want to watch an animated movie about dirty sausages. Oh my God. Blake, your kid is a redneck. I'm sorry. I love you, brother. Your kid's a redneck. But then again, you're in Georgia. You're a redneck too, so redneck screwdriver don't fall down farther from the tree. Yeah, he ran across the hot contacts is what he did. I'm surprised he didn't melt his starter and ignition. Whoa, I don't know what I did here. I don't know how I got on that. Yeah, there's that one. I won't say that out loud, but I will type it in chat. But I'm a 100% banned from ever watching that movie because I have a dark sense of humor. Oh my God. You can't plow through that stuff. You got to drive through it slowly. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, he's got to let that thing dry out for a couple of days before he does anything. Yeah, it sounds like it. Blake, I think you need more. Here, I think you need this more than I do. Go, buddy. Ooh, shit, I almost poured out on my computer. Blake, do you need a hug? Or a hot pepper? Ooh, speaking of hot peppers, I made some fire dust the other day on Thursday. I didn't tell anybody about it. But yeah, I had a little container that I made. Actually, I don't even have it. So I'm basically almost out of it. I have a little bit left of the batch I made, but it was essentially my some of the jalapenos I had left over from last year, which were my hot jalapenos, about 12 Tabasco peppers. What else did I put in there? 2 habaneros, which I don't know if they were hot or not. They were just the only 2 that my plant produced. And then like 12 or so Peter peppers, and I blended them all into like fire dust. I stuck them in my coffee grinder. I was dying. I could not stop coughing and sneezing for like 30 minutes. So, yeah, I was giving out everybody at work. I gave our supply driver a container. I gave my boss a container, my coworker, 3 of my coworkers. So my boss and 3 of my coworkers got containers. And I have just like a little bit left for stuff for me, but I'm going to make more of it. I will be making more of it this year. I just got to get my peppers going. And then I will have a huge batch. I'm hoping a huge batch of that next year. So If anybody wants hot pepper seasoning or hot pepper powder, let me know. I will send you some. Oh, no, Jason, this stuff was worse. The stuff I made with what you gave me was hot. This is like 2 or 3 times hotter, like 3 to 4 times hotter. I licked my finger, barely touched it into the powder, and then wiped it on my tongue. My tongue would not stop burning for 20 minutes. And that was just my tongue. Had I put that on like chicken or something, I could have made probably the best spicy chicken sandwiches with that. Like, I will go grab what I have left and I will show you. I'm not going to open it because I'm tired of breathing that stuff in. But I will go grab what's left real quick. Weird. Oh. And I do also have something else to show off, which I found it funny, but I also had to get it because it was fairly cheap for the contents, but I had to grab it. So this is what I made. This is what I have left. This container was full up to here. And I gave that much away, and that's literally, I just have that much left. This stuff is hot. Because again, I made that with a batch. So I had a container about this size that had jalapenos in it from last year. Them jalapenos were hot. Hot jalapenos. Hotter than they should have been. So I mixed what I had in that. A handful of my peppers. This thing was full. So this container has the seeds from these, but this whole container was full. So I guess I put more than 15 in there. So about half that container I added to the peppers, to the pepper powder. And yeah, let's just say that came out wicked hot. Wicked hot. Not like Carolina Reaper hot, but yeah, if I would have had any more Tabasco peppers, and you know what really makes me mad, Jason? I can't find any of the cherry peppers that I harvested off my plant. I can't find them anywhere. They're not even under my table. And I got stuff normally stored under here too. And I cannot find, I got like 6 of them, like 6 or 8 of them things off of my plant, and I cannot find a single one of them. I have no idea where they went. And I know I was supposed to save some for you. No, I'll find them. They're here somewhere. They're probably buried under this crap over here or in one of my containers. I have containers of stuff everywhere. So I will find them. 1 second. Let's see. Where is my seed vault? I might have them in here. Or at least some of the seeds. I don't know. Let me check real quick. Because I do put stuff everywhere, and half the time I forget where I put things. Nope, those are my bell peppers. Cana seeds. Melon. Something. Oh, I got Thai dragon chili seeds, so that's good. I'll get those ones out. Ooh, I got that on the no, I got the right side. Okay, they are not in my seed vault, which only has like 10 containers worth of seeds in it. So I don't know. I'm missing stuff somewhere. Again, I have seeds of stuff. I have containers of seeds everywhere. There's like 15 or 20 containers randomly full of seeds that I just have everywhere in my room. I have them somewhere. I know I do. I didn't throw them away. I just don't know where I put them. So once I have more light and whatnot, I'll start trying to find all my stuff and I'll try to get everything squared away. But yeah, I've got a lot of other stuff I want to try to grow too for peppers because I'm doing good on the peppers. Surprisingly, I'm actually doing really good on them. At least this year, I'm about to have a hot experience. Spicy. I'm actually thinking of just bagging up that little bit that I have left over and sending it, sending it over to Phil. See what he thinks of it. Because he's our local pepper guy. I think I still have his address somewhere. Yeah, let me look a little bit more, Jason. If they might be under here. I don't know. I have. I think that's one of the cherry peppers. I don't know. Ooh, whatever those were, they are now dust. Ooh, I found them. Oh, good news. Good news, Jason. I found them. There's 3 of them. All right, so I got those 3. Question is, where are the other ones at? Oh, shit. Must have had a rubber band on there. Nope, just randomly something sticky. Oh, there's another one in here. Melon seeds. More pepper seeds. That's what I was sticking to. All right, so I got 4 of them on my container here. So I'll probably just send you all 4 of these. There's those ones. I thought I had more somewhere else. It might be in one of my unknown containers outside. If that's the case, I think I know where they're at. So, found them. Fuck, I just ran over something. Oh, that was not good. I hate when I run over sand or gravel in my room. Eats my tires on my chair. I'm about to get them rubber coaster wheels. That way I'm not eating into my floor anymore. So I did find them, Jason, so we're good there. I think those were last year's, but they should still be good. If not, in all honesty, I have a local greenhouse not too far down the street from me. I can always get some more cherry peppers from them and then grow some more and send you out what I need to from there. I can usually get 4 to 6 of those for a couple of bucks. So we should be good there on that front. Aside from that, I still really got to start sending out packages. I have stuff that I got to send everybody. I just wanted to make sure I have enough stuff to send everybody to make it worth it, or at least worthwhile, especially with the relations that the U.S. currently has with Canada. I want to make sure that I have enough stuff when I'm sending out my thing to Cecilia that it's going to be worth the price. So I'm trying to get as much stuff as physically possible sent with that order. I will try also to see if I can find some more of the soaps as well, if need be. I think I've only got like 4 or 5 bars, but I'll try to send out some more if I can. Again, I said I will try. But yeah, aside from that, I really don't know what else to say or do. Uh, I just have. I'm not. I'm just honestly. I'm waiting for stuff to happen so I can get things going. I'm gonna throw this on the regular YouTube on the StreamYard side. Hopefully, you guys can copy from there. Because I have not pulled out my YouTube side chat yet. Never got a chance to it. It was a little busy. Oh, hey, look, Willick Road live. That's interesting. I haven't seen him go live in a hot minute. Ooh. Anywho's, I don't know why this thing never puts mine up there. It pisses me off. I can never find my own channel live. Ooh, that's like three 3 seconds, 3-4 seconds behind on my what I was saying. That's quick. All right. Give me just a second, Jason. I will get you up here because I know you're in the basement.
Ah,
I do not like that
there we go. That one's better.
fucking view. I don't know why it defaulted to that. That was weird.
That means I can turn my phone off. And
Yeah, I absolutely hate this view. Like that should not even be an option.
well, to some people it might be, depending on what camera that you have.
Yeah, doing this, it makes it look like I'm sitting like directly in front of the camera.
I know.
Although then again, this one's more of a panoramic, wider angle. You get
yeah.
more background, I guess. So I suppose if you don't want to, do a whole lot of, background visuals, this is probably the better format. But I don't know anybody on like that does live streams that actually uses this format. It's either that one or this one or this one. Well,
You enjoy this tonight, Blake? Or is it too cold to be outside?
it's too wet to be outside since his son decided to use the truck as a boat.
Yeah. We're probably picking on his boy for a little while. Cars don't float.
Neither do tires. It's really funny if you stick a tire filled with air just with the rim on water, sucker will sink. It won't float. Despite the fact that 2 of the elements attached to that float. Air floats and so does rubber. Well, rubber floats to an extent. But yeah. Sorry, Jason. I still had that on that weird format.
That's all right. Doesn't bother me a bit.
I could go to this one.
I'm just looking forward to hopefully Tuesday. I'll have no issues. I can go live putting that greenhouse together.
Tuesday. Starts with a CH, not a T. And won't have Amanda tonight because of her work schedule, but I'm just happy she has a job now.
Oh, what's she doing now?
Vet tech.
A vet tech. Ouch. Wow.
I think is what she said. That's essentially what it is. Animal caretaker or whatnot. Or was it grooming business? Something like that.
The kennel technician?
Kind of, yeah, something like that. She helps care for them and bathes them and stuff like that.
Hey, somebody needs to do it.
We wouldn't have this problem if people would just stop egregiously, astronomically breeding animals.
Nature does it on its own.
Yeah, but not to the extent that that does now.
True. Oh, I haven't seen my mouse today. What if the cat got it?
What are you using to control your cursor on your keyboard?
No, not that mouse. I've been watching it the past few days, waiting for it to get comfortable to eat. I can pick it off because it's just bolting across. We started slowing down past 2 days, grabbing 1 or 2 kernels at a time.
Ooh. Change up what you throw over there.
This thing is so tiny. It's smaller than my stuffed mice.
Like a rock. Yeah, Sink's like one.
That's funny. Yeah, Cecilia's got a lot shorter summer than what we got. A lot shorter.
She's also got a massive tree blocking half her garden, so it doesn't get a lot of sunlight. Oh no. It's never fun when you lose a canine.
Ooh, yeah, crack, crack, crack. My bones are cracking.
The bones. Drink more milk. Eat more nachos.
Nope, too late. Body's already damaged from too many years of hard labor.
Well, Jason, stop getting pregnant.
Not that kind of labor.
You know I always got to say something weird. I can drive people up the wall with constant, like,
Names.
completely 360, like, out in left field stuff.
It's fun, and people go, "How in the world?" Ooh, damn coons.
Cookies.
Coons, raccoons.
Oh, yeah, cooners. The coons eating all the. They're sneaky little buggers. Electric fence keeps them away. Pretty good too. Although again, that's probably illegal or against city ordinance in Canada. Despite the fact that it's neither trapping nor hunting.
It's a deterrent.
And it's not like you can put spicy stuff on the plants because they'll eat it anyway. Or they just won't touch it. No. Yeah. Oh, the other thing I was going to show you guys, because I ran across this when I went shopping, because I had to fix my water bottle. So my water bottle is fixed. I now have a lid leash to my lid.
Yeah.
Not the color I wanted. So I don't have the another one of the orange and green ones, orange, green, and brown, because they didn't have one of them bottles at the thing. Bottles, by the way, now are almost $20 a piece. Made me mad. But I ran across this.
Ooh. The 2-person set. Awesome.
GSI and enamel vintage like metalware like camp set. Wasn't too bad actually for the price. So like, I hate doing this because I can never see the sizes. So there is the size of the mugs.
Ooh, 12 ounces.
You've got almost an 11-inch plate and a 5.7-inch bowl. for the price, it was on clearance, and I was like, I was staring at it, and then I was like, nah, I'm not going to get it. And then I walked around the container, like the display that they were sitting on to look at the other stuff. And then I was like, you know what? I know full well if I don't get this now, I'm going to regret not getting it later. So I grabbed it.
Yeah, I had it in my hands.
So it was not bad for $40. $40.
Really?
Yeah, $40 for a 2 set of like enamelware.
That's about what
Can't go
Molly
wrong
and I
with
paid
that.
for ours.
Huh?
That's what about Molly and I paid for ours.
Yeah, I have. The really funny part is I have a green set of green ones that are like green speckled. I have no idea where they're at, and that one's a set of 4. Comes with 4 plates, 4 bowls, 4 cups.
And the flatware.
I think that one actually did come with the flatware.
Yeah, mine came with flatware too. We got the pure white enamel ones.
Yeah, it's like green and like paint splattered, like green, and it's the base is green, and then it's like spotted with white, like little speckles. No, I don't have it under here. It used to be in my frame pack because it fit in there perfectly, the whole box. And I took it out one year to use my frame pack, and I don't think I ever put it back in. So it's probably sitting in the shed somewhere in one of my containers. Now, there is mostly fur and like game magazines under my bed. I have like $400 or $500 worth of like synthetic fur under my bed for other projects that I never really got into doing too much because I didn't have the room for it. But that's neither here nor there because that's for an entirely different channel, chat, and whatnot. Oh, I guess I can put us back to normal. Nope.
Yeah, like I said,
$40 wasn't too bad, honestly.
well, last time Molly and I went we went to Arkansas. We were at that Walmart up there, and we were walking past the clearance section, and we picked up the Cuisinart knife set for $20.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like Cuisinart. Cuisinart makes good stuff.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a coffee refill.
Ah.
And I think I might go ahead and put creamer in it today.
Does that creamer happen to be Canadian Mist?
No. Sweet cream.
Ah. Hey, Tab, how's it going? Good to see you. It's hard to eat relatively easy when your sinuses are clogged. Because normally when you chew, you breathe through your nose. I can't do that right now. Oh, Cecilia, that's a synthetic fur blanket. One is teddy fur on one side, and then it's like short hair, like fur on the other side. Can't see it, but I have a folded over sheet that's actually supposed to be part of the bed set that I have. That's actually supposed to go top to bottom, but that thing is so long and so wide that I actually folded it in half, and it actually reaches to the top where I need it, and it goes all the way to the foot of the bed, and it's folded over. So it's basically a sheet folded over. On top of that, I have a my throw blanket, or my bestie blanket as it's called, and that's nylon, or it's like a soft, almost like a velvet on the bottom, but not quite velvet, and then it's like an acrylic nylon top. Stupid hot when you're laying under there. Oh no, Deb's almost out of coffee. And then I have 3 wool blankets up top. I'm not freezing. I am not freezing at all. And I made the mistake. I wanted to see what would happen. I slept under 2 wool blankets, and then I put my throw blanket, my bestie blanket, or AKA Whoopie, on top. And about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours after I fell asleep, I had to peel everything off because I was just drenched in sweat. 4 layers of wool blanket and that thing. And I was roasting. Oh no!
Were you like a big piggy in the blanket?
Oh my god, dude. I felt like a freaking hot dog on a rotisserie. Like, I was literally, it felt like I had got sprayed with a sprayer.
Oh no, Deb. Her tablet's showing his age.
Is he still dark?
What?
His camera.
No, Cliff's. You can see Cliff.
Sorry, Molly. I was in the midst of a conversation with like a really good old friend of mine. Haven't talked to him in over a year.
Wow, that's a long time.
I had one that old. I destroyed it and took the batteries out. Actually, no, I think it's still sitting under my bed somewhere in a box. Ooh. No, Deb. Keep it going.
Yeah.
She kind of needs that for work, though. Don't you, Deb, need to keep the tablet running so you can get the pictures and whatnot from the videos? I mean, when you do the photo shoots for the weddings? Ooh. I'm about half tempted to go over there and just eat a random clove of garlic.
Oh yeah, that'll get you going.
Oh, that'll drain my side. That'll open me wide up.
A little bit of snuff of your red peppers.
Oh no, that'll actually do the opposite. I won't even be able to snort that. That's how clogged my sinuses are right now. It's really pissing me off.
It'll get it to drain.
No, the problem is I won't be able to snort any in to get it to drain.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought I just saw movement.
Well, yeah, I'm on screen. I'm moving.
No, I'm talking about across the shop.
Do you have the window open so you don't shoot the window?
Yeah, I do. I took the window out. It's one of those ones that you can sash windows you can put up and down. You can also remove it too.
Nice.
Yeah.
So like the old school like camper RV windows.
Yeah.
One tab on the top to let you move it up and down, and then you have it. It's like a weird hinge on the bottom, and then you just pull the hinge pins out.
No, there's 2 little pins that you slide it up into a certain spot, and you give it a little bit of a twist, it'll pop right out.
Oh, okay.
I mean, this thing is like tiny. I think it's like total maybe 3 inches long, if that.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's a
2
little
inches.
one.
Maybe 2 inches. It's tiny.
That's what she said. Forgot what seeds are in here. Oh, those are the basil seeds, and 2 acorns.
Basil seeds.
Basil seeds. Do you know on average how long it takes a acorn to germinate from its seed once you put a hole in it?
No, I don't know.
How you doing, sir?
Good, and yourself?
Oh, you were home. Wow.
Yeah, they didn't have room at the inn, so to speak. My sister's house was so packed with people, as to be expected. So, got to spend some time with my sister, had some supper, then came home.
Yep. There it is. There it is.
How are you holding up? You doing all right?
I'm okay. The reality hasn't really clicked, but my sister's been taken care of body wise. The actual wake is not going to be until about June, due to the fact that what we want to do for her is it's a warm weather thing.
Gotcha.
They want to do the paper lantern thing.
Oh, okay.
No, those work really good in the wintertime, honestly.
I understand that, but we have little kids who are going to be participating in it too. They don't want a lot of people out in the cold, especially when it's
freezing kids.
It's below freezing here, and that's not something we really want to, do stuff in. Hello, Deb. Hello, Cecilia.
Blake was here.
I'm not sure who else is here. Hey, Blake. I don't see. Hey, Jason and Molly. Jenny's right there. Ian's in the other room.
Good evening,
Hey,
Jenny.
Grace. She's right there.
King.
Hola, que pasa, konnichiwa, kind of thing. Yeah. So,
Konnichiwa.
Wicked Good Saturday. So, what caused it to be a Wicked Good Saturday?
Just a wicked good Saturday. No
And
problem
who
today.
thought? It was like a random comment by Jason, just trying to figure out what he's talking about.
Oh, Konnichiwa?
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. My dad was stationed over in Okinawa for a couple of years.
Oh, Ohio Japan.
On that one, Cecilia, sort of yes and sort of no.
He's floating.
He just tends to float over there more.
And it's also the weekend. He's always here on the weekend.
Yeah.
It's usually every other weekend, or at least it was.
No, it's always every weekend. Even when he was a kid. I never believed in being a part-time dad. So, part-time dads only get their kids every couple of weeks. I don't do that. Never did. Found out my niece moved in with her mom, who's my sister, and her two boys. So their house is pretty much packed.
Oof.
Now, what makes it more interesting is that they both have ADHD.
Somehow I knew you were going to say that. I don't know why.
And they're both under, one's 8. How old is Benny? Is he 8 or 10? 8. He's 8. The oldest of their kids is 8. The other one's a couple years younger, but they both got more energy than I do.
8-year-old with ADHD. It's like a ferret with caffeine.
Imagine that with a little brother with the same thing.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
on caffeine.
looks wise, they're night and day. Ben, as I call him, is thin as a rail. Noah, stocky as all get out.
Not thin as a rail.
Yeah, muscle, all muscle.
So one's an energy drink and the other one's a Foster's can.
Foster's. I didn't know you.
Foster.
I didn't know you were into Foster's.
Foster's coffee.
No, Australian for beer.
That's what I was talking about. Yes, I have. I've lost a lot of weight. I showed my sister. She didn't realize how much weight I've lost. I lifted my shirt. She goes, "Holy freaking cow! What happened?"
Yeah, I think it's the shirts because the whole time you've been mentioning that you've lost weight, it doesn't really look like you've lost a lot of weight.
Okay, I'm going to do something for. I don't normally do this, but you guys who saw me at the gathering,
get ready to freeze frame titty pics. Nope. Oh yeah.
Hey, it's too late to be showing skin. That should have been a couple of weeks ago.
skin is in. You should know that.
Skin is in unless you're thin.
The only
But
skin
you guys-
I want to
You guys
see
saw
is
how
is on
heavy
the
I was at the gathering, so I'm literally down about 50 pounds. And you can probably see a lot of it right here in my face.
So wait, you lost it down here and it went to your face? Is that
No,
what you're telling
I've
me?
lost weight around my face too. See?
No triple chin? I still got to get rid of a lot of this because
No double chin. Nothing like that. No. And I'm still losing. So last time I checked, it was 266.
Nice.
And I'm still losing.
And your surgery is scheduled for
Friday. So
Nice.
I go in. We're going up Thursday night. Probably going to have to call it short of my live, unless I could do it from the motel room or something. I could do it from the motel room. I'm running a little, yeah. So, by Friday morning sometime is my surgery. I'm over there overnight, and then I come home Saturday night. Good thing is I get a discount on the room, and I get $100 vouchers from my caseworker. And I will say this: my shirts are been really big lately. I'm getting used to them being a little baggy.
Yeah, I always get my shirts that way because, I don't like tight
Well, they were
clothes.
getting tight. They were getting tight, but now they're not tight anymore. So,
That means you can probably go down a size or two.
I probably could, but I won't, because the shoulders wise is one thing, but belly, is where I'm losing most of the weight at, not my shoulders. The width is the same, just the front's a little.
Yeah, I really
Not
wish
good.
they would make men's shirts just a tad bit longer than what they should be.
Mm-hmm. They do make shirts like that. Actually, they're made for people to
Tall.
fit better. What?
I order the tall shirts.
I have a long torso anyway, so yeah.
I have my one random shirt that I usually wear. It's on my normal outdoor work shirt. It's a Dickies shirt. It's an XL or double XL. But the thing is like 3 feet long. It's a huge shirt. I could literally take my pants off wearing that shirt, and you won't even see the bottom of my underwear.
Mine is a 2XL, and it goes past my belt. When I was heavier, it came up to above my belt. The shirt did. So, with
Was
the
it
amount of weight
Friday,
I've
extra
makes a
medium?
huh?
Friday or Friday after next, homie got an extra medium. He's like, yeah, this fits perfectly.
extra medium.
Yeah, it was extra medium. It was like a medium small, but that thing was like 4 foot long, almost like a 4.5 foot long shirt.
Sort of like a night shirt.
Yeah, that's technically the shirt that I have, my normal work shirt. Like, that's long enough to where I could literally, that thing goes down halfway to my thigh.
Well, this one here just goes down to the top of my pockets, and it used to be a lot shorter because my belly stuck out further, obviously. But I'm getting there, and once I get my surgery and start going through my physical therapy, I will start losing more weight because I'll be more active. And I plan on doing more videos and outdoor videos than I do now.
I want to see Colin do a cartwheel.
I never did a cartwheel before. Why would I do one now?
Because I requested it.
You can request all you like, or you're going to be disappointed.
I don't know. If you do a cartwheel, I won't be disappointed. I'll probably be laughing. I haven't done a cartwheel in so long, I don't even know if my fat ass could do one.
When I was Ian's age and size,
I can do a somersault.
I used a skateboard back in the day. And one of the things I learned how to do is ride a skateboard while doing a handstand.
I never could get the balance for a handstand.
I used to be able to walk in my hands.
I never could. I had my center of gravity's weird, so I could never do handstands.
Yeah, it happens. I'm not sure what the recovery time is, Cecilia, but they do say that I should be walking fairly quickly, but I'll be with a walker for a couple of weeks,
Yep.
then my cane for a couple weeks, and it just depends on the surgery and how the wound care is happening and everything else. Because they say some people wounds get infected and stuff like
I
that.
smell Ian.
Ian,
Hi, hello, how's it going?
Hi, Ian. How's it going?
oh Ian, come here, show me your shirt. Check this out.
But
Ian is a major Scooby-Doo fan.
Oh, I am not.
He giggles like Scooby.
no, I
Just giggle, Dad.
He hates it when I tell him he giggles, but he giggles. You know how Scooby laughs on the show? That's how he does it.
Oh,
He goes, like that.
I hate you.
No, you don't.
When you mock me like that, I just
No, it's not mocking. I think it's cool. I love Scooby-Doo.
I find it rude.
if Ian hated you, he'd be spending more time at his mom's house.
That's true. But Ian's going with me to the Watcher County Flea Market this year, so he's got plans.
You gonna meet up with Dan again and go over there? Maybe Tyler?
I don't know about Dan, but I am meeting up with Rob.
On the road or Herbert?
Corn
No,
fed.
sorry, other Rob. Cornfed.
Yeah, 1B, not 2.
Sorry, my brain just.
Rob and his wife are going to be camping out at Lake Belvedere, where we did our last video with Dan. So pretty much the same camp spot, and just
Hopefully, they're not bringing any alcohol.
huh?
Scooter.
What you need, bud? Give
It isn't
Scooter.
PS4.
give me a second.
Scooty Ooty Ooter.
Before you say anything, PlayStation ones don't fit. Won't fit.
Try it.
I just did.
Let me see.
It's rounded.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I thought it was a different one.
Wait, is that a freaking DS?
Yeah, it is. It's a Nintendo DS
DXL.
DXL.
Yeah.
We're trying to find the cord for it.
Trying to find a quite out feed.
Yeah, that one's a weird one.
They lost the cord for it. They can't charge it. So
Yeah, that one takes a really weird trapezoidal looking cord.
yeah, but it's a solid one, not an open one.
Yeah. Probably send you one.
I
of
will,
what I have.
Grace. I'll be patient. I plan on following. I've got a little app on my phone they want me to follow with the exercises that they're going to have me do, and I'm going to start walking. The biggest thing is for me to do is walk, get myself in there, and they said wound care, because with the surgery opening up a spot, they said it'd be a spot about a size of a 50-cent piece or so that's going to need to heal. That may take some time. And
I
once I take
recommend
care of it,
massaging.
huh?
Massage the area where the incision is going to be at, because it will help reduce the internal scar tissue, which will in turn help any sort of potential stress later, because you won't have that scarring mass
Well, that
rubbing
makes sense.
against anything.
Well, I'm actually going to take a lot of advice from Grace, because she just had it done.
My neighbors, both of my neighbors just had theirs done. My neighbor the last year, and then my next door neighbor that I usually help out a lot in her yard, just had hers done last week.
Yeah, they said the wound care could take. They're not going to change the bandages until for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Wound
So-
care is not too much of an issue. I mean, you shouldn't have a problem with that being an ex-medic. But again, like when I had facial reconstructive surgery, they told me I had to constantly like massage it
Keep the
to
blood
basically
flowing.
break up the internal scar tissue.
Right.
Otherwise, it would have left, basically signs of actual surgical incisions.
Right. I'll be doing all that. And like I said, I'm also going to be walking, making sure I'm going to keep myself flexible. Like she said, it might take up to a year before I'm comfortable with kneeling.
Could take longer than that, depending on your flexibility and how much you maintain your whatnot. Yeah,
Yeah,
vitamin
it
E
takes-
definitely works. Trust me.
I got vitamin E. I got some of that. I got that. What is it called? What's that lotion, huh, that we like? Gold Bond. Yeah.
Not
It's
really. Gold Bond is really just designed for dry, itchy skin.
No. This is the other. Gold Bond does more than just that.
They have a healing formula that I use on the scars on my legs.
Yeah, Jenny used it for
Oh,
her
okay.
stuff. So that's what they requested, suggested. So I'm going to use the same thing on my knee.
Ouch.
Ooh, ouch. I've never had that many concussions. So
Thankfully, I've never had one, because God knows what would happen if I had one. I'd probably be way dumber than I am now.
if that's what they request me to do, Cecilia, I will do what the physical therapist and my doctor say. Okay, good to know. I know I want to make sure I don't hyperflex that knee either, because
That's most likely because of the fact that the tendons that they reattach to the artificial knee or whatnot are going to be a lot tighter than they were originally.
most likely.
So I think that's going to be a necessary or more of a time to let it stretch out.
Deb hit a tree so hard she took the tree out.
Look at the tree. What are you? Oh my God. Hold on. What is that stupid song? I knew a lady 10 feet tall sleeps in the cellar with her feet in the hall.
I have never heard that one.
Oh my God! Really?
Give me a second. I can find it though.
Ichigata Wanagata Hoka Poka Loka was her name or some shit like that. Then one day a truck hit Madalena. The next day the driver had a Biden machine. Yeah. The lyrics are: I knew a lady 10 feet tall sleeps in the cellar with her feet in the hall. Madalena Catalina Ichigata Wanagata Hoka Poka Loka was her name.
Okay, it's like give me a second
It's
here.
really, really weird old nursery rhyme.
Give me a second. No, that's walking like I'm 10 feet tall. I don't know if that's the same one.
No, she swallowed a spider to catch the fly. Then she swallowed a cat to catch the spider. Then she swallowed.
That's a whole
fly.
different. That's a different one.
Yeah. Just look up Madalena Catalina, and it should hopefully find you the nursery rhyme for that one. I don't know. It's weird.
I'm not familiar with that one, to be honest, and I can't find the lyrics or anything like that. So
Madalena Catalina lyrics. Bam. There was an old Catalina Magdalena.
Magdalena, yeah.
Oka Poka Loka was her name.
I will look at it later because I'll be going down that rabbit hole for an hour.
Yeah, no, it was a weird one.
But my main, thing, getting back to where my knee, we're talking about my knee and stuff. I will be doing as much as I can to get back on the trail and start being able to do my outdoor things as much as I can.
Just do keep at least a soft knee brace on you, because you will need to require. I guarantee you're going to need that at certain points.
Oh no, I'm carrying one anyway because of my right knee.
There you go.
You have a wrong knee?
Because my left knee is getting worked on, doesn't mean my right knee didn't suffer in the meanwhile while waiting for this one to get done.
Yeah, you're basically gonna have the equivalent of like one leg is lethargic while the other one's like, oh, look at me, I'm a 16-year-old kid.
No, it's just the fact is because I've been supporting myself most of my weight with my right knee for the last year and a half. It's gonna probably need to be worked on next. Hopefully it's not damaged, but I don't know until I find out. Have them look at it. But it'll all fall under the same topic because it was the work injury that caused it all.
Every time Ian pops around the corner, I keep thinking, "Who's that lady?"
It could be a drinking game. Every time Ian pops up, you get drink.
Oh my God, I'd only, dude. If that was the case, I'd only have 4
Oh,
drinks the entire night.
You should have heard it. I'm not being turned into a drinking game.
Hey, Cliff, I sent you a little video.
Oh my God! Stop, Jason! Stop sending me dirty videos. That wine one, I was dying on that one that you sent me. It took me forever to get to that because I was busy when you showed me that one. But, oh my God, I was sitting there dying.
What about
Well,
the fish one?
Thank you for all the advice, Grace. I really appreciate it. Because I didn't have a lot of people I knew who had got their knees replaced. They always say, "Oh, my neighbor got their knee replaced. Somebody else got their knee replaced," but not someone with firsthand knowledge.
Oh yeah, men taking hints. That one, yeah, that one got me. I was dying on that one too. Yeah, just again, Colin, just take it easy for the first couple of weeks. Don't overdo things.
Well, that's going to be my thing, is because one thing is, they said it's because I'm not going to have any arthritis for the first time in years. So that part's not going to be there. But the cutting of the flesh obviously is going to hurt while it heals. And I'll put the lotion on when it's deemed I can do so without infecting the wound.
That little bugger said, "Yoink!"
What, the little mouse? I told you the little bugger's quick.
Bro didn't even he was just like, "Yep, gone."
Yeah.
So is that from the last mouse?
Like literally 5 minutes ago.
Well, congratulations.
Oh,
No,
he didn't get it. The sucker ran over to the bait trap, grabbed the thing, and just zoop.
Gone.
You missed it then.
No, I didn't even take a pop shot at it. No. I'm waiting for it to get comfortable.
No, that would be so wrong if we put a little catapult underneath the walkway. When he gets to a certain point, it eats him.
Almost knocked it. He completely knocked his beer. That's one way to open a beer, but it's a lot of wasted beer. Well, actually, no, that's a Budweiser, so never mind. Now, what'd you think of the electric fence one that I sent you the other night?
Oh, geez, I was laughing on that one.
I don't know where I was reading that. I think it was like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. I think I was watching.
Is that like the one with the girl or the boy?
I'll say what?
The electric fence with the girl?
Oh no, you need to send it to Colin.
I think I did. I think I sent that one to the group.
Goodness,
chat.
it's so
let me
funny.
check.
And the funny thing is, it's an Australian accent, which makes it even that much more funny.
Oh no, I did not send that one to the group chat. I just sent it straight to you, Jason, because I figured you'd get a
I was
kick out of
wondering
that.
because I didn't think I got it.
Oh, geez, that thing was so funny.
So how are you doing with your knee replacement situation, Grace?
All right.
And what's working for you?
I sent that one to the main group chat, so Jason, just ignore that one. But
All right.
yeah, when you
I'm
get
sure that's true.
when you get like 3 or 4 minutes, Colin, go watch that one. You're gonna sit there dying of laughter.
I will do so. I promise. I won't die for laughter, but I will definitely feel like I want to.
Oh no, trust me, that video is hilarious.
But what made it even better, it was in an Australian accent, which actually made the story that much more funny.
Oh yeah.
I've seen a video about an electric fence. This girl was going up to pet a horse, not realizing the fence was electric, and it got her from the top and the bottom at the same time.
Ooh.
No, you don't see him touching the electric fence. He tells the story of the electric fence.
Oh, well, there's a video of a girl who did that. She was going to pet a horse, and she didn't realize there was an electric fence.
Oh, Deb wants to see it.
I'd have to find it. I didn't think anybody was interested in it. That's just something I saw, a video I saw.
Deb, if I don't have you on Instagram, I can't send it. Jason might be able to send it if he has you on Facebook, but I don't know how to send it through that.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
She wants to see the one you sent me, right? Or is
Yeah,
that
I
the
think
one,
she,
or is it
she wants to see the one I sent. Tell you, man, I was sitting there. I listened to it twice because I was laughing so hard.
I had a feeling that my knee's going to take some time with the tendons and everything and the ligaments
Yep. For everything to
reattach.
reattach
heal.
fully and to actually loosen up to where they're supposed to be.
I also have a feeling that cold might affect it too.
Oh yeah, definitely will.
I sent it to Cecilia too.
Wait, get out of there. Move.
I can understand that. I have the same problem when I have to use my cane, which you can't see, but it's like right here on my bow rack right now. Where I can
Oh,
just
yep,
reach
I see it.
at it.
Looks like a little shot. Looks like a shotgun.
It's not a shotgun, folks. It's my cane. It's just a
Jason
different
said he
split.
sent it, CC, so he should be. If you've got him on Facebook, he sent it over there.
I could probably send it to her if she needs me to. Now that
Oh my god.
I can only send it to so many people because I only have so many people on Instagram, and I refuse to do Facebook because, regardless of Facebook's privacy settings, at the rate things are going now, it's pretty much going to be an open smorgasbord on information.
Okay, good to know about the cold. Because I know that titanium does not transfer heat well. I wasn't sure how it does cold.
Move.
Not too bad actually,
You fucking wet.
because I have a titanium plate here, and I have a titanium plate going across my sinus cavity.
I did not know that. You can't tell.
No, you can't. You
So-
can't even. I don't even have this. There's like one small incision you can see, like right here.
Well, I didn't
You
get
have to,
close
like,
enough to look.
at me.
I never got close enough to look.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much. I can feel where the incision was. It was like right across, right under here, like right under the eye socket.
Right.
But aside from that, it just looks like I may or may not have run into something as a kid.
I hope someone doesn't try to punch you on that side. They ended up hurting themselves.
At this point in time, I can almost guarantee that the bone has enveloped the titanium plate.
Oh, I'm sure it will. That's the whole point. But
'Cause
I
I had,
ended up being active again. I mean, even when I backpack and hike, I got hiking poles that I walk with me. It's not like I'm not going to be supportive.
Where's your spray bottle?
I've got plans.
You wet.
Starting off small with some
Weekend
weekend videos at the
It's gone.
Mariposa Park.
did Scooter just pee on Molly?
No, we have a wet cat.
All over my
I was gonna
bed.
say the other word, but I don't think it would be appropriate.
Even when you said wet cat, I'm still sitting here laughing because there are so many things I can say right now.
It's an aqua feline.
You have a
No,
water
the cat just came in. It's been raining almost all day.
Ooh.
The cat came
I
back.
thought the cat finally disappeared.
No,
You know the song, don't you? The cat came back.
No.
Stick him in a cradle and see if he has a silver spoon.
Not that one, the other one.
I don't know that other one.
Okay, the cat came back the very next day. The cat came back. I thought it was a goner.
I still don't know that one. Those lyrics don't even.
I've never heard the one you said, so you can look up what I said. So,
What, you never heard the Cat's in the Cradle with a Silver
Cat's in
Spoon?
the Cradle-
Blue Blue,
yeah, I
the
know
Man in the
that
Moon?
but
Oh.
you didn't know the one I said.
Grace saw it.
Yep, Grace has watched it.
Well, we all know that. Too many things, Jason. Too many things.
No, like
I actually had
that
an
story
inkling of an
is-
idea of a fire starter, Cliff.
Steyerfarter?
Well, I've got two boards technically over here on my shelf.
I was gonna say you've been bored for the last year and a half.
I have, but no, my knife fire sharpener, the ceramic one, is made of
Yeah.
wood. The bottom of my bowstring maker is wood. Put them together. Put this piece of cotton in between. Go
Ooh, that'll be
little
interesting.
bit of soot. It
I
should-
still got to do the dowel and a drill bit, or in a drill, to see if I can't start a fire that way.
I want to see if the hand drill one does.
I've seen hand drill fire.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah. You got 2. You could try it.
I have to find where the hell I put them.
Well, Ian has me, got me this one. And I'm just wondering if you could just do this enough with a downward pressure.
Yeah, it would work. It should work 100% with that because you're using a lot less effort with that one due to the cantilever hinge. I don't know how you want to qualify that, but yeah, it'll work a lot easier with that than trying to do it with a hand drill.
Yeah, and you can keep it steady because there's not hardly any friction going this way.
Yeah, and it'll work for both left and right-handed super easy.
Yeah, I haven't seen Deb put up her lots of laugh about it yet. If she's
watched it yet. But yeah, I'm telling you, man, I kid you not, Jason. I literally sat there and watched it twice back to back because I was just sitting there laughing. Hey, Des, how's it going? Good to see you.
Yeah. I had to explain to my sister what a bug out bag was.
Oof.
Yeah, you let the bugs out of it.
Ha ha ha.
But that cat is really talkative tonight, isn't it? And that's not Mac. Mac does not meow all that often.
No, one that talks more here is Little Miss Ninja.
Ninja?
Yeah.
I never see Ninja anywhere. I always see Macus. Macus always usually comes when I'm talking, but
no, Ninja actually is. She gets in my lap from time to time. Not all the time, but usually when Mike comes in.
And by the way, Des, I was there last night. I just wasn't commenting because I was back and forth between a couple of lives at that time. But still sounds like you are on the mend or recovery from the issue that you had a few weeks ago. Are you doing any better tonight? You feeling any better? Your throat not killing you? I thought I saw something floating in my drink. It was bubbles.
Bubbles. Well, technically you weren't wrong.
Well, no, I was spinning my drink, and then I went to go, and I saw something what looked like if something was floating in there. I was like, "What the heck?"
Oh, you probably want. Oh, okay, you got it. Okay.
What?
That's what he's probably asking. Is asking for food.
Yeah, I was gonna say that wet cat wants something put in it, food-wise. Jean-Marc, my friend, how are you? Long time no see. How is everything going?
Oh, Jean-Marc.
How is the winter season up there? And what are you growing on the garage?
All right, I just got a thumbs up from Deb.
Yeah, I am doing fantastic over here. I am actually really looking forward to this year's gardening season. I do not know why. I cannot explain it physically, but I have a feeling that this year is going to be a really good gardening season for me personally. I don't know why. Cannot explain it, but I just feel it that this is going to be a good year.
I hope so for me too. Now that I learned to don't water like I'm in Phoenix.
Yeah, water like you're in Florida. Once every 2 weeks. Except for during the middle of summer. Water at least every 4 days.
Oh, we have to get another one.
Oh, Jesus. Why do I got the hiccups now? Understandable. Okay. I kind of agree with you on there. We try to, a majority of us here, we try to keep religion and politics out of chat as much as physically possible. We do every now and then, quote unquote, every once in a while, we have a small rant about politics, which usually lasts about 5 to 10 minutes at absolute max, and then we go back to normal.
Yeah.
But religion is pretty much out for the most part. No religion at all.
Unless we want to poke a stick at it real quick.
Yeah, that's like poking a hornet's nest.
Yeah.
However, we will make references to certain standings of the non-state or federal standings, but we try not to get too in depth because some of us don't want to get people knocking on our door.
I hate to say this though, Cliff. I'm a little worried about you.
Why?
First of all, you're in a highly Hispanic state.
Yeah, well, you know what? I also have a lot of yard, and my neighbors see me digging all the time. Nobody's going to question.
No. Just saying. With the current state of
I have a sharp, long, sharp, pointy right there, and my doors swing out. They don't swing in.
right.
And it's going to be extremely hard to breach. The only place they're going to be able to breach is the windows. And the minute I hear glass breaking, somebody's getting buried. But anyways, let's see. Jean-Marc's been busy. Got 30 inches of snow. Ah, Jesus.
Ouch. Jeez.
That's pretty much. It might as well be 3 feet. Seeds in a week. We'll start my seedlings in April. Change all my setup on the roof, etc. Nice.
Don't worry, Des. Half my family is Espinoza.
Like I said, Jean-Marc, we usually don't talk about it. And the majority of the time, we try to keep that out of the conversation. We just make light references here and there. The majority of the time,
We're poking fun at it.
ooh, Des, you're a sperm too. Well, okay, she's Hispanic. I'm Spanish and German. Is my ethnic origin, Spanish and German. So essentially, me and Des more or less come from the same background.
Well, yeah, you know what they say about between the Germans and the Spaniards? That's how they got France. Okay, enough of that.
Obstacle!
Obstacle!
Yeah.
Oh, how you doing?
Albeit super, super late, but hey.
Better late than never.
I think he was drinking a few too many beers and forgot I was live today. Oh, they got 30 inches last week. It's beautiful right there. Nice. Scottish and German. So he's a skirman. Supposedly, somewhere down my line, my lineage, there is Italian as well, or Irish, one of the two. I can't remember.
No, from what I was told, Scottish, Irish, and Russian. So,
God damn, Jason. So you could probably outdrink half the world if you really wanted to.
I used to.
That's literally 3 of the worst drinking, like,
Yes, I know.
God. And I thought I was bad because I know Spaniards drink like a fish, and same with the Europeans.
Let's see here. Scotch, Irish, and German and Cherokee. Not German. Sorry, Scotch, Irish, and English and Cherokee.
Yeah, but the thing is, the English drink tea.
But they drink pints of, like they were going out of like this water.
That was the Scottish.
What is the English? You did not see that movie?
I've seen a lot of movies. You're going to have to hang a few more bars.
Okay. Give me a second. Trying to remember the name. That Tyrant Edgerton movie.
The which?
Edgerton. I can't pronounce his name. Where he was.
The Kingsman?
Huh?
The Kingsman?
The Kingsman movie.
Surprisingly, I have not watched them.
The Kingsman is one of the first things they
pull
do.
that one out of the hat.
Thank you. The Kingsman. One of the scenes in the Kingsman is that let me finish this lovely pint of Guinness, and we'll just leave. But nope, and they end up locking the door and kicking their butts.
Oh, see, that right there would know. I cannot stand Guinness. That crap tastes like wet cardboard.
Oh,
Well,
no,
the
I'm
thing
sorry.
is,
Can't drink it either.
They were drinking it really huge and stuff.
It's too bitter for me.
Unless you want to drink up
don't like-
Foster's, then you can start watching Paul Hogan on, in Crocodile Dundee.
I've done Foster's isn't bad. I can drink one or two of those. It's just whatever Guinness is, I like dark, but that is like a dark, like that's basically like drinking liquor flavored coffee on a stout. That's like I can't.
And you haven't had a lot of good German beer either. have you?
No, it's like drinking a beer
Uh-huh.
that was opened 2 days ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
look up Perminator, if you would please. got a
I've
picture of-
probably had that.
It's like one of the highest rated alcohols beer in Germany.
Remember, I spent an entire summer in Europe, and when
you were
I was
how
there,
old?
I was 14.
Yeah, you weren't old enough to drink yet.
Oh, the hell I wasn't. When I was over there, the legal drinking age was if you can see over the bar. In a lot of places.
Back what 35 so years ago, it was almost the same thing in Canada.
Yeah, like when I was up there, I kid you not, a lot of the restrictions, the drinking age was if you could see over the bar counter.
2000 or less.
Oop. Ooh. Ooh, man. Well, that's a tough call on that one. The Suzuki probably won't let you down, but the Kawasaki might have a little more power.
Because it has more moo in it.
You made cookies, or brownies.
I did not.
Mine secondhand.
I haven't seen Rob on the Road or Cornfed yet.
Like the fact that I can't smell for shit because my sinuses are decided to all of a sudden completely whack. Well,
What if Rob on the Road is traveling?
For yourself, I neither make cookies nor brownies.
oh, bullshit. I call horseshit on that.
I call truth
I can
bomb.
smell the mix.
Truth bomb from here.
Uh-oh.
I know, same here, Grace. I had it once. I got through half a bottle.
I smell the damn brownie.
No, but the
No, you know what a bad thing is?
here,
I got a can of Foster's and I opened it and I took 2 drinks out of it and I couldn't finish it.
It smells like a brownie.
yeah. See that there? I made chocolate chocolate.
It smells like brownie.
But
Or chocolate chip cookies.
I have to figure out what I'm feeling.
Chocolate mousse. Anyways, all right, I'm back. I'm gonna have a second one because I have whatever I need to saturate anything that I drink tonight. I have crackers. I have beef sticks. Well, actually, these are the. I keep finding these ones now. I'm really liking these Texas barbecue ones.
I don't know. I think I would go with the warranty.
Ooh. Yeah, I would probably. Yeah, I think I'm gonna agree with Jason. I would go with the Suzuki for the 8K with the warranty. Round 2, ladies and
Are
gentlemen.
these they're quads?
Yeah, he's looking at ATVs.
Yeah.
Because where he's at, getting around in an ATV in the wintertime is a lot easier, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper than a snowmobile.
Now, are these working quads or speed quads?
I believe the Suzuki 500 is that one's more of a everywhere you go. Because I think you need the King quad. I'm thinking of the other one. Brain fart.
750 cc. That's a pretty good engine. It's a lot of cc's, man.
Yep. Grace tried the beer that I was talking about, Cliff.
Okay, working quads.
The Perminator.
Yeah, working quads.
You don't want to try that because If you can drink one of those and remain standing, you're lucky. I got through half a bottle before I passed out.
Ooh. Which one toes better? Obstacle.
Which one comes with a winch? Now, look up the ingredients for a zombie mixed drink.
No, I'm fine.
I used to drink 4 of those and still stand. And that is a drink that will put you on your butt.
Yeah, I used to drink a half a bottle of brandy and still walk to my campsite in the dark.
Couple of years back, I used to be able to do a half a bottle of this and just, here and there, within an hour and a half, and I'd still be sober. That's bad when you can do a half a 750 and still be sober. Same weight-ish and towing capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would honestly, that one obstacle, I would just drop the 8 for the warranty.
Which one's got the lower gear?
Probably the Suzuki. Really need to get my limiter fixed. Yeah, obstacle. I would literally. What's the warranty for the Suzuki, for the Suzu? If it's got a longer warranty than 30 days, I would go with that one. And then most likely you can get the extended warranty.
Yeah, problem is he'll get the phone calls for the
right.
extended warranty.
Be well, John Mark. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have an exquisite 2025 gardening season, and I look forward to some of the new videos out this year.
Yeah.
And we will catch you on the next one, my friend.
Be well, brother.
Oh, I might have poured a little bit too much in that one.
Yeah, I know. I gotta torch my my little garden beds to get rid of all the weeds.
No, don't chop them.
I know. I get to play with the torch.
No, chop them and just let them. Once you pull them out, and then just chop them into the dirt and let them decompose on their own.
Oh,
Thank you, John Mark.
The flamethrower is so much more fun.
Yeah, but you could be burning beneficial microbes on the top of your dirt.
I know. All I have to do is just barely touch them, and they'll just wilt it, and they're dead. I don't have to burn it down to the ground.
I just need like a 4-foot parabolic or a Fresnel lens. I just go out there.
Yeah.
God, I can only imagine how much damage you can do in my sunlight with a 4-foot Fresnel lens.
Like the guy in Phoenix.
The guy who uses the one from the TV.
Yeah, but that one was only like 2 foot, 2.5 foot.
He melted rocks with that dude.
He had a 72-inch one.
Oh my God.
Or was it 62?
Well, that's diagonally, not straight across.
That's diagonal.
They measure everything diagonally.
Yeah. But like I said, that guy was in Phoenix.
Yeah, so you can imagine what a 4-foot Fresnel lens would do to something.
The world's largest lens is 12 feet tall and 8 feet wide. Is in Oahu, Hawaii.
Why does that not surprise me?
What in the world are they melting there?
Lava rock, apparently.
I'm not sure why. They just is.
They got to be melting lava rock. Because at that point, that's probably the only thing that would melt lava rock. Or, sorry, would remelt lava rock.
Yeah.
You can get a 500 millimeter Fresnel lens on Amazon for $149.
Really? That's pretty good
That's only
size.
like
Is that diagonal or across?
That is actually circular.
Oh, a circle one?
Mm-hmm.
That would probably be even better.
Yeah, you won't have a square focal point. You have a round one.
Here.
Yes. Obstacle Fresnel. We had fun with like 6-inch one when we went camping.
4 inches wide, 6 inches long.
Yeah, that's glass. That's why it's $150.
No
Ooh,
plastic. It says acrylic.
Oh, yep, that is acrylic.
That'd still be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm paying $150 for a circle of plastic.
Well, they have
No.
other ones that are.
That would be fun on the anthills.
There's a 300 millimeter by 300 millimeter one for $29.90, and another one. It's a 600 by 600. Different. This one's a square one for $29.90 as
Grace,
well.
that looks like it's too small for the reflective lens on a lighthouse. I think those are usually like 3 feet. If I'm not mistaken. I might be 100% wrong on this one.
No, but I think she's right about that one. That 12-foot one is probably for a lighthouse.
Maybe.
Yeah, $29.90 for a 600 by 600. See if I can find it.
Yeah, I mean, it would be fun to have that, but the thing is, you'd have to make a holder for that so you don't have your hands in the way.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she says it's used in a lighthouse. Okay. No, I thought the one we're talking about Collins up here that he has on screen, that 600 mil. I was thinking it would be too small for a lighthouse.
There's a 500.
Yeah, I've seen them Lemony Snicket.
That's like one like we used right there.
Yeah, those 8.5 by whatever.
Oh, actually, I think it might have been closer to that, but it was like I think it was 4 inches wide by 6 inches long. The ones that usually go over tablets, small tablets and stuff.
Some of those look like the focal lenses off of stage cameras or stage lights.
They could be. I have no idea. But yeah. Jenny
Yeah,
found them by accident, so
The amount of fun somebody could have with a 3-foot wide, basically magnifying lens.
Oh, yeah, especially on an anthill.
we didn't need an anthill. We did everything. We could have started an actual campfire with that thing.
Especially with the fire ants.
Can you imagine you starting a rocket stove, one of the like you guys made?
It would do it. Take it a minute, but it would do it. Now, see, if you're going to do that with an anthill, Jason, you know what you do? You put a block of lead on top of that sucker, and then you melt the lead in the magnifying glass.
No, sorry, I'm not going to use lead. That's too valuable right now.
Aluminum then.
No, I wish I can go back to 2008 and buy 4 pallets of lead.
I think there's a guy on YouTube that does that obstacle. He's actually melted rock with that.
Let's see, back in 2008, I could have bought a metric ton for what, about $400? And I would probably, and now for a 1 ton is over $1,000.
See, everyone, and the funny thing is, people keep thinking I'm crazy. Because I keep telling them lead is going to have a higher value than silver and gold at one point. And everyone keeps telling me, no, you're crazy. No.
Only here in the U.S.
Gold, the value of gold varies. And I mean, it really varies between like 3 and 5% of a decrease or increase in value. Lead is stupid. That's got a higher wave of price per either pound or per ton because of what you need lead for.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Half the stuff me and Jason use
Freedom
is made
seeds.
with lead.
Yes, freedom seeds.
By the way, that's the video about the guy melting rock with a Fresnel lens.
Yeah, I've seen that one, but that one's only like a 3-foot lens.
But it doesn't take much more than that.
No, I run across that dude all the time on the. I think his channel is like magnifying channel or whatever. Green Power.
This one is
whatever.
called Green Power Science. That's from 8 years ago.
He's tried to melt copper to concrete. He's tried to melt all kinds of things. He's exploded rock with that thing because the focal point on that is ridiculous.
Like that?
Yeah, he melted. I think he melted a penny to a rock.
Yeah, it just shows all the different things he's melted with that thing.
He's exploded concrete. He's actually melted liquefied concrete with. I think it's so hot the focal point.
That is concrete. That's right there.
Liquefied concrete.
Yeah.
Can you imagine someone using that to weld?
God, the amount of time it would take to do that.
But doing
It's
it without any modern conveniences, other using the sun only, to weld something together, or
I mean,
forge
you
something.
could. It'd be
pull a
easier to
core and
solder
forge.
than weld. Right, saying that paper printer was more expensive than gold. It's possible.
Don't forget about the platinum in your catalytic converters.
Yeah, no.
There is only I think it's like 0.3% of platinum in a vehicle.
But
There's not a whole lot in there.
Doesn't matter.
I think your cell phone actually has more platinum in it than your car does.
Probably. But the thing is, people still steal your catalytic converters all the time.
Yeah. That's why you electrify your entire car. I don't understand the point of stealing a catalytic converter. I mean, you're basically what you end up doing is you're getting a small fraction of change for destroying the internal components of the catalytic converter. You have to spend the time to separate the elements, and all the while you're doing $1,500 worth of damage to somebody else's vehicle, so you can make what, $5?
Probably.
People like that, 100% in my opinion, people who do stuff like that should have both of their hands cut off.
No, they're actually stealing it for the resale value to somebody else who needs one.
Because for someone who stole one off their vehicle already.
Yeah.
I've seen that one movie, Tulsa King, with Sylvester Stallone. They stole all this one used car lots, catalytic converters to sell it back to them.
Yeah, but the thing, it's going to be obvious that it's a pilfered or reclaimed when you see the cuts on there, because most of the time they do that stuff with either a cutoff wheel or a metal sawzall blade, because you can take one of those things off in less than 3 minutes and be gone.
Someone tried to steal mine.
But I'm going to tell you right now, if I hear that noise outside and I see you under my car, you're going to have 2 broken legs, and you ain't getting nowhere.
No, I
I
can
don't know
see
what someone would do if you see somebody under there and you put shackles on them.
No.
You know,
You lasso their legs and you tie it to the back of your quad and start driving.
No. You don't learn anything that way.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Can you imagine what you say? Thing is, they don't know what you're going to do next once you got the shackles on their feet. They can't run.
You know what would be even funnier than that? Would also be extremely devastating? Impact hammer.
Oh, remember those old-fashioned ball and chains?
Yep.
Put one of those on them.
Gotta have one of those.
I think it'd be funny to see if someone try to run away with one of those literally attached to their ankle.
Nothing says lesson learned like getting your leg pinned to the ground with a pitchfork.
True.
I have one. That makes it even funnier for me.
Dumped a whole bucket of fire ants on them.
I don't have fire ants around my area.
I know, but imagine what happened if they did. If they caught somebody and you just dumped a whole bunch of fire ants on them while they're underneath your vehicle.
Nope, I think the funnier thing would be to drop an entire hornet's nest on top of them.
Same.
Oh no, fire ants will hurt. Hornets will put you in the hospital if they don't kill you because of the
Well, the fire
anaphylactic
ants can
shock.
kill you too.
Which reminds me, I need to get a pet alligator so I can do that to somebody.
Trunk monkey.
Everybody needs a trunk monkey. I will be right back. I need coffee because I haven't had it. I ran out a while ago on the way home. Be right back, guys.
He's not getting a Pepsi, folks, for once.
No, it'd still be funny to be
No,
underneath
I've been
the
getting
car.
coffee. I've been drinking more coffee than I have anything else.
Yeah, right, exactly. Obstacle trunk monkey. Me and Jason have been laughing about that thing for months because he popped he reminded me about that. I was like, boy, I haven't seen them commercials since I was a teenager, and them things were hilarious.
Oh yes, they were just genius.
Chimpanzee with a crowbar, bam! That's the problem with you don't mess with chimpanzees.
No,
I'm gonna say it. I'm probably gonna get flack with this, but a chimpanzee has the strength of a retarded kid. Like just stupid strength out of nowhere for something that small.
oh yeah.
Especially if you give it a tire iron, it's like bam! Oh, I wouldn't give it a tire iron. I would give it one of those Irish billy clubs, or a tire thumper.
No, aluminum baseball bat.
The like little kids ones.
Yeah. Oh, but it'd still be funny. Somebody underneath the vehicle trying to take the catalytic converter, and they look over and they see a 4-foot alligator.
Komodo dragon.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'd be terrified if I turned around and saw a Komodo dragon and be like, shit, I'm done.
Or a 10-foot Burmese python.
I had one of those. I'm so mad. Yep. They'll also throw shit at you randomly, because why not?
If you have any poo, throw it now.
Oh my god. I would think, okay, absolute worst thing that you could possibly see popping up from somebody's vehicle, trunk monkey, but he's holding a like 16-inch rubber utility item with suction cup. We'll just say that. We're not going to specify what it is, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I remember that, Deb. That was a long time ago. Jeez. That was a really long time ago.
Yep. God, that was what?
Oh,
80s, 90s, I think I heard about that one.
I can't remember when that happened. That was a long time ago.
Don't piss off monkeys. They may look slightly docile and friendly, but they're not.
Ready. Thank you, Disney, for teaching us that wild animals want to be our friends.
It's bears. Disney has completely destroyed us when it comes to the intelligence of like what we should do with a bear. If not friendly, why friend-shaped? Because of freaking Disney. Oh, there's a cute little cuddly bear cub. Oh, I'm going to go over there and hug it. And the next thing you know, you're getting a freaking 1,800-pound bear smacking you in the face at like 4,000 pounds per square inch, and then all of a sudden your face is gone.
Don't pet the fluffy cows. Or the murder kitties.
Spiders, I can say no to that one because, well, okay, with an exception, certain species of spiders. Daddy long legs don't bother me at all. No, they don't bug me at all unless they're crawling on my face in the middle of the night. Then it kind of freaks me out. I've owned a pet snake. I had a Burmese python. He was about 8 to 10 feet long when he met his end due to an unfortunate feeding accident. I was devastated, and that happened on Christmas Day, which pisses me off to this very moment. I had that snake for 8 years. Lost it. I would actually love to get me another one now that I've had one before. I know how to take care of one better. So I want to do either. Actually, the fun ones are hognose snakes because the hognoses, they don't get very big. They're usually like the longest I've seen a hognose is like 2.5 feet, depending on how old it is. But they like to burrow. So they'll sit there. You can hold them, and they'll literally try to do this into your hand. They try to burrow into your hand, which is funny. It's almost like getting tickled. Non-venomous, non-poisonous. They do have teeth, so to speak, but they're similar to like what you would see in like a Burmese python or like a garter snake.
Or a razor.
They're technically, or like a black racer, or even like a rat snake.
They're still razor sharp.
Yeah, well, their thing is they're not teeth. They're like inverted scales. They're kind of like shark scales that face backwards. So when they grab prey, they work it back and, do whatever they need to do. Spiders, depending on the species of spiders, again, same with snakes, can be extremely problematic if you do not have your spiders trained. Snakes, you can kind of sort of train if you handle your snake more. I know this sounds it sounds wrong. The more you handle your reptilian, your pet snake, not your trouser snake.
Even then, Cliff.
I have to clarify. The more you handle your reptilian snake, or scaly, as some communities will say, the better off you are, because it will have a higher, less tendency to potentially think you're a threat and try to eat you. Yeah, I had mine was about. I got him that when I bought him, Deb. I had a Burmese python. I bought him. He was like 13 inches. He was basically a baby snake. I paid $150 for him. By the time I was done getting everything, tank and all of that, I was like 220, 240 in. And that was with the heat lamp, the tank, the bedding, water dish, heat lamp, and a little snake enclosure, kind of like what you would get for kind of like a hamster or a gerbil.
So herpetology, you studied that, huh? Herpetology, right?
So what?
The study of reptiles, herpetology.
I think so, yes. But yeah,
I don't
had him for. God, I had him all the way up until 2013, I think, is when he finally went. Mad as hell. I'd love to get another one, but my problem is I want a pet snake. I want ferrets. Ferrets are absolutely hilarious to own as freaking pets.
Had two.
I've had 4.
One was named Bear. The other one was named Houdini.
Mine, I named the one that I had the longest was named Bandit, because the little bastard stole a boot and somehow got it under this dresser, steel toe boot that was thigh high. Somehow managed to get that boot under the dresser. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. For like a week, I couldn't find my boot.
Did he make a nest in it?
No, he just somehow managed. The thing is, I tried to pull it out physically, and I couldn't do it. But somehow that little turd managed to get it under there while sitting on carpet.
People at Renaissance fairs here, they have a lot of ball pythons that are common.
All right, sorry. What was that? I was reading the obstacles.
Ball pythons are very popular at Renaissance fairs here in Iowa.
That's because the ball python usually doesn't get too big, and it's a fairly common and easy starter reptile.
Yeah, the ones that a lot of the ladies who do belly dancing use them as well.
Yes, that and corn snakes for some reason. I don't know
Corn
why.
snakes get huge here, though. Corn snakes get really big here.
See, that's the thing. A corn snake usually shouldn't get more than about 3 or 4 feet.
Oh, no. We're talking 6 to 7 feet here.
That is a well taken care of corn snake.
Let me check something real quick.
Ooh, I heard that.
Yeah. Honey, time to take your medicine.
Obstacle, as far as I know, there is not a legal limit to how big a reptile, a snake can get in captivity in your house.
Oh, my apology. It was just under 6 feet.
That is still a big ass corn snake.
I said no snakes. They smell.
No, snakes do not smell. Ferrets are the ones that smell. You have to descent them.
They're just like any other, like badgers and skunks and all that stuff. They have a scent gland.
Obstacle, what's the legal limit in Colorado now? Because when I left Colorado, my snake was about 5 feet when I left. That was in 2009. I left Denver in 2009 and had to move down here. My snake was already 5 feet. I used to walk to the mailbox with him around my neck, and anybody that came out to get the mail at the same time turned around instantly and went right back inside.
Now, bull snakes, on the other hand, get up to 8 feet long. Here in Iowa, anyway.
You said rat snakes?
Bull snakes.
Oh, yeah, bull snake, that's a fairly large snake.
They get up to 8 feet.
Depending on the dietary habits, yes. You'd be surprised. These, like the standard common garter snake or green ribbon snake, those can get up to 3 feet. I've seen them that long.
Oh yeah, I have too.
And they get up to like 2 to 3
That is
pounds.
probably one of the most docile snakes you can find.
Oh, wait, let me correct myself. The largest one was found up to be almost 10 pounds for a bull snake.
God damn, 6 feet? How the hell? That's Nebraska? I didn't even know Nebraska had freaking iguanas. Because I thought those are usually more tropical areas. So you'd see them in like California, Mexico, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, like down in the southern states.
I don't do the exotic pet thing.
I try not to, but again, like I said, the problem is with what I want to own as pets. Some of them I physically cannot do it because it is some of the species are illegal for one. So
Okay.
in my state, it is illegal to own a pet fox
I just found something out.
unless you have a sanctuary.
Cliff, can I tell you something that somehow made it onto the books here in Iowa? Give me a second here. Where was it at?
You can't molest guinea pigs.
Okay, banned exotic pets in Iowa. Bears,
No
elephants,
shit.
non-domestic cats and dogs, primates, rhinos. Don't ask me.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Who the frick in their right mind in Iowa is going to own a goddamn rhinoceros?
I don't know. And last one on the list was great apes. So giant
I'm
gorillas.
sorry. Who the frick in their right mind is just going to be like, I want a pet orangutan?
I want to know who in their right mind had one and that somehow it got put on the books to keep them from doing it.
$5 says it was a redneck.
Well, let's see. If you count Philo Beto, but he was in California though. technically, if you want to call it that one, from Any Which Way You Can, or Any Which Way But Loose. He had Clyde, who was an
6
orangutan.
foot is the limit for pythons in Denver. That is crazy.
Like, I want to know who owned a freaking rhino to get him put on the books.
That's what, like, I'm serious. Like, who, like, what do you do? Just like order off of Africa.com and like, I want a pet rhino.
I have no idea. Like, I can understand bears. I can understand, big cats maybe, but a rhino in Iowa. But you know what was not on the list? Hippos.
Do you even have hippos in Iowa?
Yep, at the zoos. But can you imagine if they did? They can handle the weather.
At the goddamn.
Well, the problem
I don't
is
think
they're
they can
mean.
handle the weather.
What was that, Jason?
Hippos are one of the meanest animals.
Oh, they're one of the deadliest animals out there is hippos.
It's physically been recorded that there have been more deaths by hippos than there have been by sharks.
Or crocodiles.
And yeah, because the thing is, they're vegetarian.
No, they are territorial as
Extremely
all
territorial.
hell.
Yeah. But that's just one of those things. It's just, I want to meet the person who owned a rhino to get them put on the books. I want to meet that person. And how did someone find out that they had it?
See, that always blows my mind when it comes to like things you cannot have over here, or in like your case, a great ape or a freaking rhino. Like who in their right mind own that? Like, especially in Iowa, they're gonna freeze to death in the winter. Obstacle, I hate to break it to you, but there is at least 24 species of animals that I can name from the Jurassic and Cretaceous period that are still left alive to this day.
And we eat them.
One of them we make boots and belts out of. And the funny thing is with those ones, they don't die of old age.
I
They
can't.
they don't die of old age or natural causes other than humans. And they can grow up to 25 feet in length. They have extremely sharp teeth, and they can run really goddamn fast in a straight line on land. And they're even faster in water.
Okay, I'm expanding on that rhino knowledge. It prohibits owning, breeding, and transporting rhinos as private individuals. I'm still trying to find out how.
See, that almost begs to question down here, like why in my location, in my state, you cannot own a pet fox. What did somebody do with a pet fox that made it illegal to own one?
Apparently, their rhinos of all species are quite docile when raised in captivity. But it doesn't explain how that got banned in Iowa, or who was on the books that got arrested for owning one.
Deb, I think they can live a lot longer than that, to be honest.
I can't even find out.
Because that's like a horseshoe crab. Horseshoe crabs are actually technically, by standards, they're actually immortal.
Yeah, they got weird blood.
Yeah, something about their blood keeps them. They're like almost the same. Well, I wouldn't say the same, but like some jellyfish will actually reclone themselves from the smallest bit of data material or DNA material.
All right, guys, I need to get going. It's after 10 o'clock.
You ain't got to go to work in the morning. No, I'm just kidding. I know you got to go to work in the morning, Jason.
No, I gotta play musical palettes tomorrow on Top Stock.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Hey, let me know if you've got anything funky in top stock that needs to be purchased.
I'll keep my eyes open.
And by funky, I mean a random freaking box of solar panels that
Oh,
somehow didn't get located. And we still have to figure out the our transfer for the other one.
yeah, I know. We need to get to the post office.
All right, Des.
Are you out, Des?
She said night to me for some reason. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. This guy right here is the one leaving, Jason and
Yeah,
Mom.
I am leaving.
No, I'm here. He's there, and he's there.
Yep, I'm here. I'm probably going to be here for another 20 minutes. I still have this much to drink. I might go for another hour.
I have a full thing
right.
of coffee that I need
Good
to
night,
consume.
Cecilia. Be well, be safe. Take care, stay warm, and we will see you next week.
All right.
Bye. Love you all. Night, Jason. Night,
Don't forget to
Molly.
slap a rat.
Yep. Don't forget to get out there and slap a rat.
I wish I could. I'd probably get fired if I did.
Slap a Rat Productions sounds so freaking good. They should, he should make a little thing.
It should be either Slap a Rat Productions or Slap a Rat LLC.
LLC doesn't roll off the tongue, though. It doesn't.
I don't know. I know we were talking about it about 2 weeks ago, but between me, Grace, and technically Grace and Drops, who may or may not be lurking tonight. I don't know. He hasn't. If he is lurking, he hasn't said nothing. But yeah, we were talking about business ventures. At some point,
It's
I would
okay, Des.
like to start my own business of like seed selling on all of that.
That was last Saturday.
That was like 2 weeks ago. I know it was about 2 weeks ago.
That was last Saturday.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then maybe last Saturday.
Me and Drops got into it. And like I said, I apologize for that. But he was.
Like I said, that's between you two. But I've been notified of a few things about that.
Sorry, Obstacle said, "Be nice to see enough. It would be nice enough to fling some arrows off the Deer Seeker tomorrow."
Ooh.
I want video, dude. Like
Yeah,
I said,
video obstacle or it didn't happen.
Exactly. I will find if it's nice enough for me to figure out a way to stand in my backyard. I will do the same with my Deer Seeker. I will
don't
actually
have
set
a
up my
Deer
deer target and
Seeker.
everything.
I don't have a Deer Seeker, but if I had somebody to go hunting with, I might. Colin, you live way too goddamn far away for me to go hunting with.
Doesn't mean I can't come to you.
You're not going to come down here to go hunting. Trust me.
Well, I plan on coming to see you anyway.
Yeah, at some point. Let's clarify. Only come and visit me if you can physically afford to, and it's not going to bankrupt you or cause any financial differentials.
Because one of the things that Jenny and I have talked about, if they decide to randomly not keep me on at where I work, I might early retire type situation and get a camper and go driving.
Yeah, you may file for early retirement, but the way the government's going, you might not get that anyways.
Well, it's better than try to file for Social Security because it won't be there.
Yeah, see, that's my problem with SS is I know full well when it's my time to go and not work, I ain't going to have it. It's not going to be around for me. It'll be completely wiped out.
Someone's going to put it in their pocket and say it's mine, and we're not going to have a word to say about it.
This is one of the reasons why I'm trying to garden the way I'm trying to garden. If I have success with the 3 cloned fruit tree branches, and I can get that every year, if I can double or triple that every year for the next couple of years, I can start making good money off of doing something like that.
And also, you might earn enough money to get your own property. You can do it in big, go big.
That's what I'm saying. I was watching a gentleman on YouTube recently who makes about roughly, according to the video, about $500 an hour grafting or basically cloning trees. And he'll sell them bare root trees 1 year about $5 to $10 a tree. You do that. You do 300 or 400 of those. That's a substantial chunk of money all at once. Now, the only thing he did not talk about, or the only thing I do not remember him mentioning, was if he did any sort of warranty or guarantee on the fruit trees. So again, right now, the first 3 that I'm doing, this is an experiment. If this is a successful experiment, I will be doing the same damn thing next year. And I have learned that if you keep a greenhouse above 60 to 65 degrees, it tricks trees into thinking it's spring. And they start to propagate themselves. So they'll
Right. I
start
heard about somebody who
producing,
did that here in Iowa.
they will start producing leaves. They will start producing their little sprouts or nodes that you would normally see during like the actual springtime on the trees. Certain species of trees have different signs of, actual awakening. Apple trees usually have a little node that looks like the end of like a Q-tip, and they just start popping up. And when it gets warm enough, they start turning green. And when you start seeing a little bit of green, that tree is slowly waking up, which means you've tricked the tree into thinking it's spring instead of its dormant season.
In other words, get the sap running.
Yes. So I'm hoping that due to the way I have this set up, that, again, I was mentioning this at the beginning of the live, I have one branch that I cut. It's about 3-4 feet tall, has 2 side shoots. One is about a foot long. The other one's about 4 to 5 inches long. But it was a perfect test for a cloning test. It is starting to grow leaves. At this point, probably in another week, it's going to have full-blown leaves on it. If that is successful and I can keep that tree alive through the entire summer, I will check when it goes dormant again at the end of the season to see if it's got any rootstock. If it has rootstock, then I know I can do this every winter season in my area and continue to clone trees. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Grace. That's the one thing he didn't mention was warranty on trees. Again, you can buy a warranty, which is really funny. You can get a warranty or guarantee on trees when you buy them from like Lowe's and Home Depot. I'm not going to even bother saying big box stores anymore because at this point, it doesn't matter. So you can get them from Lowe's or Home Depot. You can get a small warranty on them. But the problem with that is if your tree dies and you have proof that it died, the only thing they're going to do for you is they're going to give you store credit. Most likely not for the entire price of the tree, but for a fraction of the price, maybe half the price of the tree, which basically means you're not going to get another one of those damn trees if they run out of stock until next season, which absolutely sucks. Which is why I never bother with it. So yes, I'm paying anywhere between, upwards of $20 to $25 per tree with no guarantee whatsoever that tree is going to make it. I've had a limited success on the trees that I've gotten from either both Home Depot or Lowe's. I'm about 40, 60%. 60% success, 40% absolute failure. Colin looks like he's about to fall asleep.
No, I'm actually getting ready to watch that.
Oh, the video?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have lost,
Sorry.
to be honest, I have lost about 5 fruit trees in the last 4 years. It sucks, but again, conditions usually dictate how well your tree does. I think 3 of the trees died due to the fact that I left them in the greenhouse far too damn long, and I think the rootstock or the medium that they had the roots in, aka basically wet sawdust, I think what happened is that dried out and caused problems with the roots drying out, and then the tree died afterwards. So I don't blame Home Depot or Lowe's on that one. That was my own fault due to negligence and improper care of the plant product itself. Yes, I agree with that. A lot of people, again, this is my third year of trying to grow fruit trees. My two current oldest trees that I have are the ones in those big ceramic blue planters that I have. They're like 3.5 foot tall by about 2 foot wide. The ceramic bell planters. Those are my two oldest fruit trees right now. The second oldest fruit trees I have are the one that I did the video on where I espaliate. I could not write it in the description because I could not for the life of me remember how to spell that. That is a weird ass word. It's basically the tree that I have on the vertical and horizontal lines.
I just found out a tree that I can't send you, Cliff.
Persimmons?
Nope. Mulberries. It's illegal for you to own mulberry trees.
How? Those damn things grow everywhere down here.
The city of Albuquerque prohibits the planting of mulberry trees due to their pollen.
Bullshit. Do you know how many goddamn mulberry trees we have in Albuquerque?
Hey, I'm just saying.
Thousands of them. Thousands of them damn trees. And some of them trees are like 15, 20 feet tall.
Oh, they didn't. It says other parts of New Mexico, mulberries are possible to grow in other parts of the state, such as the desert, where they can grow as well in well-drained, high organic soil. But just the fact is, it's a law in your city that prohibits them.
Do you know how big Albuquerque is?
I've been there. Remember?
Yes. It is a large territory or city. It is huge. I guarantee you for that law is a load of BS because in the city of Albuquerque, there are basically subdivision cities, but they're still in the territory of Albuquerque. There are mulberry trees everywhere down here.
Yeah, it's like maybe she's right. Maybe it's some of them are grandfathered in, but apparently a lot of people are allergic to their pollen.
I would say the worst thing to deal with would be the elms. There are Spanish elms down here everywhere. That would be the one thing I would see people having an allergic reaction to. The pollen on those things is nasty.
They're often recommended as large shade trees for the area, which is really weird.
Again, because them suckers grow. I've seen some of them things up to like 20, 25 feet tall.
Okay. Female trees, the ones that produce the fruit. The male's ones that produces the pollen, which is people are allergic to. So maybe only female mulberries.
I've never seen either. I've seen the females. I've seen all the ones with the fruit.
Yeah, they're saying the male ones produce the pollen, and the females produce the fruit.
See, that's the thing with the male cottonwood tree. Male cottonwood tree down here is actually, according to state law, is actually illegal to plant because of the pollen on that.
Right.
All right, take care, Obstacle. Have a good one. Thanks for joining us tonight, brother.
I will look forward to that video if you can do it tomorrow.
I hope you had a good couple of bevies before you run off to sleep, but hopefully we'll see you next week, brother. Be well, be safe. Yes. Well, Grace, you got to understand, at the same time, I never really had experience growing fruit trees. I've grown up around established fruit trees, i.e. apple trees, pear trees, which pears aren't really trees. It's more of a weird shrub that grows vertical and doesn't get very wide. They're very weird. Pear trees are like it's a weird. I almost want to say kind of like a similar to like a pine tree.
Okay, what you're looking, the ones that you probably have in your area, Cliff, is probably the little leaf mulberry, which occurs in Arizona and New Mexico.
Possible? I have no idea. I've never actually tried to sit there and identify them. I just know that a lot of places I've delivered to over the years, some of these people have humongous mulberry trees.
The thing is, you can do so much with mulberries. So freaking much with mulberries.
Oh, yeah. Attract deer and birds.
Not just that. I mean, you can the jams, jellies, and wine, anything else you want to make out of them.
You'd have to have the dedication to do that, but then again, you'd have to have the dedication if you're doing, say, like cherry or apple or even pears. It's the same process.
Yep.
Mulberries just happen to be one of the dirtiest fruits.
Oh, you turn
Is
your
it a
hands
fruit?
purple easy.
Oh, that stuff is terrible.
Yep. We have one in our next to our driveway. It's our neighbors. We asked her, can we harvest it? He goes, sure, take as many as you want. I don't like it, but you can have all of the fruit you want. So we actually have free access to the one right next to our house.
I've had a gentleman on deliveries. I've mentioned this before a few times. I've taken to his house a few times, and he has, oh God, I think either a pomegranate tree or something else, and has told me every time I've delivered to him, because I always mention it. He always tells me, he's like, yeah, man, when this thing is in bloom in a couple of weeks, come back here and you can harvest whatever you want off of it. And I always forget where that guy lives.
Right.
But the bush that he's offered me, this plant, every time he's offered me, this thing is like 15 feet wide and like 25 feet tall. It is a huge ass plant or tree.
If you watch anywhere near those trees, and they'll probably be little saplings, you can probably just take the whole sapling.
Possibly. This is the same guy that I've gone to, like, delivered to his house, and he's got sunflowers taller than the peak of his roof, and he's got a 2-story house. These sunflowers are like 20-something feet tall. And I'm like, how do you get them so big? He goes, I water them 30 minutes every day. He gives them 30 minutes of water. Every day.
Okay, the ones that we get that most people don't is the only mulberry native to Iowa is the red one, which is what we get.
Yeah, we have the red and the like dark bluish purple ones down here.
White mulberry was introduced in the colonial days for silk production.
How the fuck would a mulberry produce silk?
Same way you do with cottonwood.
But that's the male cottonwood tree.
Yeah, probably the same thing with the male.
The design of the spore on the male cottonwood tree, it literally looks, when it's fully pollinated or expanded, it's basically like a little cotton puff floating around.
Right.
The reason why those things are illegal is because they will clog every sort of intake that you have in your house. If you have a swamp cooler, they will destroy your swamp cooler pads. They will basically cake onto there, and you will not get any ventilation.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that has sort of that. Train air conditioner, same problem with those. Any sort of split AC heater unit, it will destroy the intake vents.
Well, the white mulberries that were brought in the colonial days are considered invasive because they were brought in from India and China.
And again, like I said, Grace, I'm only 4 years. Technically, this will be my 5th year. Sorry, this will be my 5th year gardening because I technically started in 2019, but I only started with like 4 plants because I was told it's impossible to grow certain plants from seed. Proved that wrong entirely.
You did it out of spite, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I did. I definitely did it out of spite. I'm like, I want to prove them wrong. But from 2020 to now, I've been dedicated gardening, slowly expanding little by little. Over the last 3 to 4 years, yes, I have lost a couple of fruit trees and a nut tree. Again, due to my own negligence, miscare, or whatever. I just did not do what I needed to do during a certain time frame. So there's a possibility that I physically killed off the trees before I even planted them. And mind you, I've only lost a few fruit trees. However, I have lost at least 5 citrus trees, which really sucks when you're talking $20 to $25 per plant. So I've lost at least $100 in citrus, at least $150 in trees, because I have killed off a few of them. One of which I thought was doing fantastic, but I think the reason why I killed off that was another apple tree. I believe that one was a Red Delicious. At the time, I overwatered it during winter, and I think I basically flooded or gave the roots basically water rot, so I ended up rotting out the roots. Again, negligence on my part due to not knowing what I was actually doing. Since then, I've learned a little better. During the wintertime, I only water my plants once every 2 to 3 weeks, and I usually don't give them too much water because I know they do freeze. We do get the freezing temperatures at night. So when I know we're going to hit freezing temperatures, I usually try not to water those plants for, a week before. That way the roots don't freeze, especially since I'm growing a lot of stuff in planters or containers. Not a lot of insulation. When you're in the ground, you usually have 2 to 3 feet of dirt insulation. They usually don't freeze that far. Even where I'm at in my coldest temperatures, the ground will usually only freeze to about 8 to 10 inches below the surface, and that's if it's wet. If it's dry, not a problem. So again, I've lost a lot of those plants due to ignorance, neglect, and lack of knowledge.
I claim all 3 of those.
You've got multiple gardening channels that you can rely on, Colin.
I know. That's just that I know what I know, but the thing is, I don't have a black thumb like Jenny does, but I can grow things, but I got to have my mindset set on just doing that. I can't just do as part of the other stuff I do. I can't focus on that.
I try to do everything at the same time. I think I'm one of the few people that has really good luck when it comes to gardening.
You have a green hand, not just your thumb.
There have been a few people that I've talked with on other channels that have seen my gardening stuff, seen my gardening videos, seen what I've grown. To them, I'm considered a high-end gardener or somebody that knows what they're doing. I still consider, even after this amount of time, I still consider myself a novice gardener.
Well, I still call you an expert in container gardening because I don't know very many container gardeners.
Simplified gardening, I would say he's probably better at it. Well, he doesn't do a lot of container gardening, but he does some container gardening. Epic gardening would be another one. Most of the stuff he does is container gardening, along with Jacques Outdoors.
I've heard of Jacques.
Sorry, Jacques
That's what I've heard of so far.
Those would be gentlemen that I would consider high-end container gardeners, along with Vasily's Garden.
I don't count Howie as a container gardener at all.
No, Howie is not a container gardener. He is a food forest gardener. He basically, him and like his whole like neighborhood or group of people, They basically just plant food everywhere they physically can, allotted by either the city or friends or family. So they basically have like a lot gardener everywhere they physically can put food that is not restricted by Canadian government.
Okay, I got a quick question for you. This is about somebody was on either your channel or my channel or both. Canadian, lived in a tiny home, but had his own garden in the back.
Jean?
It could have been. It's been a while since I talked to him, so I don't know.
Was it physically that you talked to them, or was it like on my live stream?
He was popped up in a live. I wasn't sure what was yours or mine or both. But he talked a lot about the gardening stuff. And like I said, I don't consider myself any kind of gardener whatsoever. I can grow things, but I'm not anything like that. But he's very interesting to talk to, especially about tiny homes and things like that. But that's so I can't remember. He had a tiny home that he used.
Oh,
I know who
you're talking about. I can't remember his channel name.
But he had his on a tiny home on his dad's land or something like
Vermont. If I'm not mistaken, he was in Vermont.
I'm not sure who it was.
And he used to pop up on the channel. He used to have his studio was inside of his tiny home.
Exactly.
And then he was on like 3 acres of land.
Right.
Yes.
That's the one.
I remember. Okay.
I remember his name.
I haven't seen him on the channel in forever.
But because he talked about that kind of thing is the reason I remember it. But it was like a couple years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen him.
But he does a lot of his studio work. He works out of his tiny home, and his studio is his tiny home.
The whole setup and everything, lighting. The interior was like brown.
Oh, he had a high-tech setup.
Walkways and outside the tiny home. I know who you're talking about now. I can't remember his channel name though.
I don't think he was Vermont though.
I'm almost positive it was Vermont.
I thought it was Canada.
I think it was Canada.
I think it was Canada, but I have no idea because you never know. It's just one of those things.
I don't think so, Grace, but I could be wrong. It's been a couple of years since I've run across that.
I don't think his name was Herbert though. It wasn't Herbert.
But on this one, yes, Grace. I will admit as a gardener my own failings because I feel that if I do not admit that whatever went wrong in my garden was my fault, I feel like I am cheating everybody else that watches my content out of any sort of realism. I feel like if I don't do that, I feel like I'm one of those like fake YouTube content creators that says everything goes exactly my way, the way I want it to, without any repercussions or drawbacks or whatnot. I try to do as much realism, drama, and my failings as physically possible. If something dies, you've seen it in my video. I'll straight say, look, this died due to the fact that I forgot to water the damn thing. I lost my rosemary plant. I've had that plant grown for 7 years, and I accidentally killed it because I forgot to water it during the summer for like 2 or 3 weeks, which I had thought I did. But due to the fact that I have so many plants around here, I tend to forget sometimes what the hell I've watered and what day I've watered it. Some of my plants, I physically have a schedule on when I have to water them because I know if I go too long, that series of plants will kick the bucket. Rosemary, that one was my own mistake.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
My other rosemary plant that I had to replant last year to replace the one that I died, that I killed on accident due to, again, watering negligence for like 2 weeks. No matter what I did, once that plant was done, it was done. The transplant it made it through winter. Some of the stems were completely frozen, and when I went to test it, normally, you get a plant, and if there's a little bit of flexibility in the limbs, it's good. I went to test flexibility and that thing just snapped off. I was like, shit. So there's a possibility that this year, once again, my failings, I'm probably going to have to plant another rosemary bush because I killed that one again. But so far, it is doing okay.
Oh,
Hebert. Oh, Hebert, not Herbert. But yeah, I again, I think he was based out of Vermont. Maybe it might have been Vancouver. I don't remember. Again, it's been a couple of years. Yeah, possible past the point of no return, but it is a young plant. I'm hoping that it'll survive, which is really funny because, okay, so speaking of rosemary, I don't normally go on deliveries as a delivery driver unless there is some sort of issue at work. My normal delivery driver did not show up today. So I had to take a few deliveries. So it was basically me and my boss, the owner, the guy who signs my paychecks, working today. I delivered to a house. I shit you not, folks. This guy, between him and his neighbor, like, is basically, this thing looked like it was planted right on the divider line between the properties. 4 foot high, 7 foot circumference, or actually probably about 12 to 15 foot circumference. It was about 6 to 7 foot wide rosemary bush. I walked up when I delivered to that house and I looked and I saw that bush, instantly knew it was rosemary. And I'd asked the guy when I delivered, I was like, how old is that rosemary bush? And he goes, that thing was here when we moved in 13 years ago, is what he told me. 13 years it took that rosemary bush, 7 feet wide and 4 feet tall. That was massive. If that bush was to have been stripped down to the original stock, I guarantee that would have been 10 pounds of straight rosemary petals or rosemary leaves. Like, that's how big that bush was.
It wasn't Jeep.
Say what?
I'm just trying to remember his name. I mean, I thought his name had Jeep in the middle of it, but I'm not sure.
Oh, no, I haven't seen Jeep in a while. Just
That's what I'm thinking.
every
I mean, some reason the name Jeep comes a part of his name, and I can't.
No, it wasn't Jeep. Trust me, it wasn't Jeep. Jeep used to have the logo. It looked like the front of a Jeep, but it used to spell Jeep, and that's how he had that logo set.
Right.
But I usually only run across Jeep when he's on either Phil's channel or one other channel. But his whole logo name was Just Explore Every Path.
Right. Okay, let's see.
Well, then, Deb, plug in your headphones.
It's not John Mark, though, is it?
No, it's not John Mark. John Mark's in Canada, and he usually grows on his garage. But anyways, be well, Des. Thanks for joining us. I hope the conversation tonight was enlightening and informative, if not at least entertaining. But be well, be safe, dear, and we will see you on the next one.
Love you, Des.
I'm almost out of this, so I'm probably going to go about another 17 minutes. So we'll go, I guess, bottom of the hour. Right on, right on.
I had a nap, so that's
entertaining. I hope it was, which is good. Love you too. Be well, be safe, and again, speedy recovery. And I hope you get over whatever your sickness, your cough or cold, whatever it was. I hope you get over that soon, so you can be back to normal.
Dang it.
Yeah, I don't remember his damn channel name. I kid you not. I cannot remember for the life of me. He used to pop up all the time.
I know. We actually had some really good conversations. Did he have a dog or something?
Don't believe so.
Okay.
I might, again,
I might. He had a studio in a tiny home in his parents' backyard or something like that.
Yeah, they were on like 3 acres, and he had
Yeah.
like I think he had like a half an acre or a third of an acre to himself that he could, or like a quarter of an acre that he could use. I don't, but I swear he was in Vermont.
Well, I'm going down my list to see if the name pops up.
I don't have him as a. I guarantee I don't have him. If I did have him, I probably removed myself from the listing or removed him due to lack of content. I will do that every once in a while. I'm not afraid to admit that if you do not post content for a certain amount of time, I will just remove you because I don't feel like waiting.
Well, sometimes different things happen, and people pop up irregularly due to
I
life.
understand that. And if I happen to run across your channel and you've posted something within, a couple of weeks or whatnot, I have no problems adding you back. But
Or the dreaded YouTube algorithm eliminates half the people. You know what I mean?
yeah, if it removes me, for the most part, I don't think YouTube's actually ever physically removed me from a content creator. I've never had that issue.
I'm going down to my list to see if I can find anything remotely. I've got a lot of archery ones, obviously, but no, that's an interesting one.
What his channel name was. Problem is, I don't remember a lot of channel names for a lot of people that have popped up on here before.
Right.
I have a hard time. I will be 100% transparent. Has nothing to do with this. I will 100% be transparent. I have a hard time subbing to every possible channel that pops up in here because I have too many of them already as it is. And I just do not physically have the amount of hours in a day to watch everybody's content that pops up.
Oh, I could say the same, but the thing is, the fact that I get a random selection of just random videos every day that sometimes are really interesting. Some are like boring. You never know.
You have more of an opportunity to watch the videos that pop up due to the fact that you're not currently working an 8-hour or 10-hour shift.
Right.
I can't do it between my work shift, the time I normally come home, usually between the time I have when I get off to when I have to be on a live. Most of the time, that's usually me eating or trying to relax. And then I have my physical garden that I have to tend to. I cannot watch the 100 plus hours worth of content I get every day.
Well, I think I don't watch every video. I mean, there's some people I watch more than others because they're archery ones. But
I try to watch what I can. Again, there is not enough time in the day to sit there and watch.
Oh, I don't stand. I mean, there's days I don't even turn my computer on. It's just one of those things. But between Monday and Tuesday is the only day I don't turn on my computer. Now that's going to bug me for a couple of days until something pops in my head and it gives me an idea what it's called. I thought it started with a C or something or a J or whatever, but I can't say that's the truth.
Yeah, I could probably check my subscriptions, and I would not know whether or not I picked the right one because people constantly change their logo on the subscriptions.
The thing is, I can't remember the logo. I can just remember the guy's content, not his face, not his name.
Exactly.
Not his logo. But I can remember his video that when we were live, he did a little tour.
Yeah, he was I think he popped up on my live, or it might have been on Mallory's live. I don't remember.
I think he was on my live once because he saw that I was on, popped in.
Yeah.
But
I get a lot of that randomly.
Yeah, that's what happens a lot. And the thing is, you get some really cool people that do that. And sometimes they stay, sometimes they don't. But
I honestly wish I'd get more people on my lives to even pop up on the chat, like on the panel to talk to about stuff. But Usually the only ones that really pop up every once in a while, I get Mallory. I love when Mallory pops up because me and her, we can have conversations for hours. Mark will pop up every once in a while,
Same on mine.
which I got no problems. I can pester Mark all day long. Probably have the same shit to talk about.
Same.
Same with Tyler. Both Tylers, by the way, both Tylers.
You're talking about Ajax, right?
Yes, Ajax normally doesn't pop up on my lives on Saturday because he's usually doing other stuff.
He pops
or
on mine in the
usually
week.
on a
though.
few lives himself.
He pops up on mine on the recently regular.
Because when you do your Thursday lives, he, as far as I know, he doesn't have anything planned. But during the weekend, that's a whole nother story. A lot of people have a lot of stuff going on during the weekends. I know it sucks that my live coincides with the weekend, but that's just the only time I can actually physically go live where it doesn't cause me any sort of problems.
It doesn't interfere.
Yeah. Now, my views on that front does tend to, waver, but that depends on who's available to watch. I understand that a lot of people from a lot of content and a lot of channels go live on the weekends because that's usually when they have the most free time.
Well, it's
I
sort of
cannot
like
go live any other days because I'm usually busy.
Sean pops in on my channel a lot, but he has trouble popping in because he's on the road all the time.
Sean.
He's a truck driver that got 1 million miles.
Oh, yeah. God, what was his name? Oh, shit. I'm
Sean
sorry.
Weaver, maybe? I have no idea.
Sean Crawford.
Sean
God,
Crawford.
give me a
Yeah,
second.
he's the one that won my boat fishing poles. And the thing is, you never know what you're going to,
Yes, Grace, that is correct. He is an artist as well. He does do a little bit of side work for artistic artist.
Well, let me check if that's him. What's his channel name?
Yes, exactly. That's the one we're talking about.
What's his channel name?
See, that's the problem. I can't remember his channel.
No,
name.
I'm asking Grace. If that's him. She knows his channel name.
She knows the content or the information of the content creator, but I don't.
Do I have to check on Mallory's channel?
Grace, do you remember his channel name by any chance? You might be our only literally saving grace on this one. No pun intended.
I say yes, pun intended, because it's cool. And you're Grace. Dang it.
I'm almost half tempted to go pester Mallory, but I know she's she's either
bugging me for a
sleeping
while.
or fishing.
That's going to be bugging me for a while.
Doesn't know his channel name. Damn it.
I know. I was like, dang. That's okay, though.
I'm debating. Should I go another 42 minutes or 48 minutes?
It's up to you, dude.
Sorry, 38 minutes.
To me, you got 6 minutes till 7 o'clock.
Yeah,
Or-
but I'm thinking I might just do the
it's 11 o'clock.
4 hour mark.
You're about 10 o'clock your time, right?
Yeah, I'm about 5 minutes away.
Yeah, same. 5 minutes away from 11 o'clock.
But I don't know if I want to do another drink and just say, fuck it.
Yep. Okay, saving Grace Martin.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry on that one, Grace. I literally, that's the only thing I could think of at the time because you know exactly who we're talking about.
Let me do a search here. Give me a second.
So the savings grace on that one was hopefully you might have possibly perchance could have remembered his name. You know what? Should I do it? I have one more Red Bull before I have to buy more for next week. Should I do it?
How you doing on Jaeger, though?
Half a bottle? Grace said it wouldn't bother her if I stayed longer.
Oh, I'm not sure if you've ever heard of them yet, but these 4 kids that created a fort in their backyard, they started, and they were on TikTok. They ended up getting over 350,000 followers on TikTok, and TikTok took them down.
I'm going to be dead honest. I freaking hate TikTok.
No. Here's the thing. They have a YouTube channel. And
I still hate TikTok.
well, I understand that. But the thing is, because they said they weren't supervised, and they put up a GoFundMe to pay for their forts to be put up. And
That's another thing. I honestly, this is my own opinion, my opinion only. GoFundMe needs to be removed 110% from society. I am sorry. This is just realism from me, has nothing to do with the fact that I've had a few drinks. I personally hate GoFundMe because it's lazy people who do not want to work begging everybody else for money. You might as well be sitting on a street corner with a damn sign that says homeless looking for freaking handouts. 100% realism. I'm sorry if I offend anybody that's still watching, but I hate GoFundMe. Even
I'm
with
just trying to
Kickstarter, to an extent, I hate Kickstarter unless it's something that's beneficial. Again, this is just me. I've done Kickstarters for things not specifically for this, but there have been a few Kickstarters that I have involved myself in because I felt that I could use or benefit from the item that I, did the Kickstarter for. One of the Kickstarters that I partook in is still sitting under my TV, and it's been sitting in that exact same spot for 3 years.
What's that?
A portable cook set that flat packs and assembles to basically cook on a set of either coals or a small fire.
14 was on.
But it's been sitting, it sat on my TV so long that the rubber bands that I had wrapped around it to hold it together have actually disintegrated and fallen apart. So, now I will admit, I have done a few Kickstarters for the, what is this, the fucking Graham Workshop. I have done a few Kickstarters on this, and I've gotten a few decent items. Now, I wish for, if they're going to put the effort in to put the Kickstarters, I wish they would put a little bit more effort into the production of said item for the Kickstarter.
Oh,
Because
those
I
guys,
know
these 4 boys started their channel this year, and they got more followers than both of us put together.
sometimes it happens. It depends on the content.
I think a lot of Gen Xers identify with them building a fort in the woods.
Yeah, it's got to be the newer generation because I can guarantee most of us from like either millennial or before then, we're just like, we don't care.
Oh, the Gen Xers are the ones that I hate to say this because on TikTok, I'll support them the most because kids building a fort in the woods. You don't see that kids doing that nowadays.
No, but it's because we got too many damn Karens.
People are too involved in their tablets and their phones and their video games. I've never
I
done.
do have my moments when it comes to this. I have a few technically social media outlets. One of them is an ants. It's a game of ants. I literally grow ants.
That kind of
Other than that, I mean, aside from like YouTube and Instagram, I do not have much on my phone in way of like contact or communication. I try to limit that as best as possible. I've never had Facebook. There's a lot of the old school chats or communication pages I have just never bothered with because frick it. It's a waste of time, and frankly, I get sick of having 40 to 50 notifications a day for certain things.
Man,
Like,
I think I'm going to be pretty much done because my knee's starting to really, really freaking hurt.
who's in here? I was debating on whether or not I wanted to have another drink.
I am done. I mean, it's like someone jabbing a needle in my knee. I'm sure Grace can identify because I can't sit in a certain position very long.
If that's the case, who all is left in the chat? If you are still in the chat watching me, even though this thing only says I've got 3 people watching, which is probably myself, Colin, and Grace, throw a 1 in the chat. If not, I'm going to, if that's the case, I'll probably end it here in just a couple of minutes.
It's now 11:02 or 10:02 in your case.
10:02 in my case.
Like I just said.
Yeah, I run across those every once in a while, Grace. It'll pop up on my For You page, and I kind of get a little sad when I see those.
I haven't seen North Shore's videos in a while.
I
But I hear his voice.
For a fact
I hear his voice though.
he's not getting anything from that, and nobody in his family is getting anything from the fact that his channel was monetized at the time before he
So what
went on
happens to
the
that
new
though?
journey.
What happens to all that when that something like that happens?
The thing is, I can actually talk with Mallory about that because Mallory was the one that set up all of that stuff for him, so she probably still has access to that channel.
If that's the case, I mean, donate it to charity or something. Because I don't know what he passed away from.
Well, she had access to setting up the channel, but that's still going to go to anything that's monetized would go through his bank. But
That probably got closed down years ago.
Yes.
Unless
So anything that he had monetized is pretty much going to be in limbo.
I don't know if Metals had access or not after that.
I honestly don't know. I could
I know
pester
Metal's his
him.
brother, but I don't know. Because Metal was in the States and he was in Canada. So that's how I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, he's in God, I think Montana, or I can't remember where his ass was at.
I don't know. I thought he was in Michigan.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I can't remember if it's Montana, Michigan, Minnesota.
Metal
something
Maniac,
like that.
right? Was his name?
Huh?
Metal Maniac.
Metal Music Maniac.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I almost feel like his name was Steve, but then again, I don't know. Like I said, I could pester him about that. I see him every once in a while on random channels. You know, so that's the case. I'm not going to have a third one because if I have a third one, I'm probably never going to get to sleep tonight. Michigan, okay, that sounds okay. So Grace is thinking
So I was
Michigan,
right.
so it might be Michigan.
I thought it was Michigan. I remember Sean mentioning it more than a few times. And Metal's been on. I still see him from time to time.
That's what I'm saying. I see him. I run across him every once in a while on certain
He just
specific.
pops into my live or whatever, or I see him on someone else's channel, and just like I say hi to him. Then once I get done talking to him, then I realize, oh my God, that's right. He's Sean's brother,
Yeah.
and that's when my get a little depressed because I miss him. Good. Sean's the kind of guy you got to just call up any 24 hours a day and just talked.
God, the amount of conversations me and Sean have had at like 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock in the morning just for like, we used to sit there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, just randomly talk to each other on the phone.
Or on the live. If he's on the live, you just call him up on the live. He just talk to you while he's on his live.
Oh no, he would end his lives and we would just sit there and like on the phone talk for like another hour and a half, 2 hours.
Well, I've called him while he was on a live. So I had something I want to talk to him about. He answered.
I remember
kept his
that.
live going and just talked.
Yeah, he was one of the few that would like actually openly throw his number on a live stream and be like, hey, call me up. Well, let's have a chat while we're on live.
And he pretty much had the answers pretty much for everything you needed to talk about. Not for monetary stuff or anything like that, but just general life stuff.
I should pester Metal and see if he got the doomsday clock.
I want to know who got the crossbow. Because I was really
I'm
highly
pretty sure
interested
Metal
in the
ended up with that.
Huh? What was that?
I'm pretty sure Metal ended up with a crossbow.
Okay, just to let you remind you, if I say huh a lot, my hearing has been really wonky on my left side here.
Huh?
Huh. Thank you. No, it's been worse than usual on my left
Huh?
side. Don't make me
Shouldn't
flip
play
the
that
water.
game.
No, I'm supposed to have a hearing aid, but I don't like things in my ear that much. Even though I know
Possible,
it'll help.
Grace? That
Okay.
is possible.
And he talked about everything under the sun.
Yep. We also
Yeah.
did not do price checks this week.
I miss it, but you want me to do a quick one?
We've only got 3 people. At this point, it's almost pointless.
Oh, it's 23 degrees right now, just to let you know.
Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Fahrenheit.
I know. I'm just kidding. I was just giving you crap for it.
I know.
Where's my water?
I don't know. Were you asking me? I have no clue where your water is.
I'm sitting here eating these damn things.
Oh, you love the fact that it's Easter's coming up.
Oh, I just like the fact that the candy's cheap right now before Easter. Once it gets close to Easter, the candy's going to double in price. So I'm getting this shit while it's cheap as hell.
Well, the cheapest one is right after the holiday when you can get the one is the malted milk ball type ones that I like.
Yeah, that's essentially what Robin's eggs are. They're malted milk balls.
And those things are, you can make a malt out of those things.
Those things are so damn addictive. I used to sit there and eat a whole bag in one sitting.
Someone
And then I'd
showed
be
me.
freaking crapping out foam the next day.
Somebody showed me on a live about 4 years ago, I think, that they used those kind of things in a blender with some milk and stuff to make a malt
Yeah.
with
I mean,
very
it is-
little chocolate added. They had to add chocolate, but yeah, they added a few ingredients, but they made
It is
a malt.
essentially a malted milk dud or milk ball. That's what they are. They're basically Whoppers.
Whoppers are good too. I love those too. I think
They're
they use
literally
Whoppers.
the same as Whoppers. The only
They
difference
use
is
Whoppers
the
when
candy
they do
coating.
it. But, oh man,
All right, folks. This guy is over here dying. So at this
mine's
point,
mostly,
I'm just gonna-
mine's mostly pain more than tired. But one quick thing before I let you go, something I was doing. I'm not sure if you remember me talking to you about the inspiration feature on your on YouTube.
if this was on Tuesday, I don't remember shit
no.
'cause I wasn't there.
Okay, on YouTube Studio, they have a thing now in your content. When you look at your content, there's a little bar now. It says inspiration, and that. Yep, thank you, Grace. That's the recipe right there. Inspiration. I asked them to. I put my name in for an inspiration, try to figure out what I was going to talk about for the day, and that thing, without me saying anything, came up with my grilled cheese challenge.
Interesting.
I didn't even say anything about my grilled cheese. I just put my name in there and it popped up. But they said it in the woods. I've never done it outside in the woods yet. But that's why I just wanted to bring that up because I thought it was interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, half the time I don't pay attention to the content stuff on there. I get newsletters and I'm like, oh, here's some information for content creators. And I'm just like, whatever.
No. It's not from the content creator thing. It's actually in your content under your what was it? Dang it, me and my freaking
Yeah, I'm gonna be dead honest. I
YouTube
don't pay attention
Studio.
to like 90% of the crap they send me.
No, this is from your own YouTube Studio.
I don't. The only time I look at YouTube Studio is to see how well a video of mine did. I don't look at it otherwise.
Well, it's where you can check your monetization, where I can anyway. And mine actually
I'm not
has,
even anywhere close to mine because my channel doesn't seem to want to grow. I've been stuck in this like for 2 years in like 500. So at this point, I just no longer give a shit.
I can understand now. No, but I just did a quick random check under my name, and that's what came up. And I thought that was so freaking, yeah, the ultimate grilled cheese challenge recipe.
God, whatever's on my table,
But
pissing me
I'm going to let you go, brother. Thank you for allowing me to come up. I really appreciate
Sure.
it.
Be
Even
well,
though I
be
came late, I'm still here. I'm still here.
Gotcha. Be well, be safe, brother. I'll catch you on the next one. So, anyways, folks, we're going to wind her down here. We are about a minute away from the end of this. I'm not going to have another one because I don't have enough people in here to keep myself entertained and keep you all entertained for the next 30, 40 minutes. So, Grace, be well. Thanks for joining us. Colin, Molly, Jason, Cecilia, Blake. Missed a couple of people tonight. they didn't show up. But hey, you know what? Like I said, I'm not forcing anyone to be here. Y'all be well, be safe, and I will catch you guys on the next one. This is going to be Fox Outdoors signing off.
This is college.